Your mind is like a garden. What you plant and nurture will grow. But what happens when it becomes cluttered with negative thoughts, stress, self-doubt, and endless distractions? Just like your body needs a detox to remove toxins, your mind needs a reset to function at its best. Imagine waking up with clarity, focus, and peace of mind, free from the mental overload that slows you down. In this audiobook, you'll discover powerful strategies to clear negativity, break free from overthinking, and reprogram your mind for success. It's time to let go of mental clutter, embrace clarity, and create a fresh start. Your mind is your greatest asset. Learn how to detox it and unlock your full potential. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Identifying mental toxins. Your mind is like a sponge. It absorbs everything around you, both positive and negative. Every thought, every word, and every experience shapes the way you think and feel. But just like toxins in the body, mental toxins can build up over time and poison your mindset, keeping you stuck in stress, fear, and self-doubt. Mental toxins are anything that drains your energy, clouds your thinking, or holds you back from being your best self. They can come from negative self-talk, past trauma, toxic relationships, or even the information you consume daily. If left unchecked, these toxic influences can take control of your thoughts, emotions, and actions. One of the most common mental toxins is negative self-talk. Many people criticize themselves without even realizing it. I'm not good enough. I always fail. Or I don't deserve success. These words act like poison, weakening your confidence and limiting your potential. The more you repeat these thoughts, the more you believe them, even if they are not true. Another harmful mental toxin is fear-based thinking. Fear can be useful when it protects you from danger, but most of the time it just holds you back. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, and fear of change stop you from taking action and achieving your goals. The truth is, fear is often just an illusion. It only has power if you allow it to control you. Overthinking is another silent mental toxin. When your mind is constantly racing, replaying past mistakes, or worrying about the future, you exhaust yourself mentally. You can't move forward if you're always stuck in what-if scenarios. Overthinking steals your peace and prevents you from making clear decisions. Toxic people can also fill your mind with negativity. Surrounding yourself with constant complainers, critics, and manipulators can slowly drain your energy and confidence. If the people around you don't support your growth, they may be feeding your mind with doubt and insecurity. Protecting your mental space means setting boundaries and choosing relationships that uplift you. Social media and the news can be hidden sources of mental toxins. Constant exposure to negativity, comparison, and unrealistic expectations can make you feel inadequate and anxious. If scrolling leaves you feeling drained or unworthy, it's time to detox what you consume online. Not everything deserves your attention. Past traumas and unresolved pain can also act as powerful mental toxins. Holding on to past wounds, regrets, or anger only keeps you stuck in a cycle of negativity. Healing doesn't mean forgetting, it means releasing the weight of the past so it no longer controls your present. Comparison is another toxic trap. When you constantly measure your success against others, you will always feel like you are behind. Social media, magazines, and even friends' success stories can make you feel like you're not doing enough. But your journey is unique. Focus on your own growth, not someone else's timeline. A cluttered environment can also contribute to mental toxins. Your physical space reflects your mental space. If your surroundings are messy and chaotic, your mind will feel overwhelmed too. Clearing your space can bring clarity, focus, and a sense of peace. One of the most dangerous mental toxins is self-doubt. It whispers that you are not capable, not smart enough, not strong enough. But the truth is, you are far more powerful than you think. Every successful person once doubted themselves, but they pushed forward anyway. The key is to recognize self-doubt and not let it stop you. Blaming others for your problems is another toxic mindset. When you give away responsibility for your life, you also give away your power to change it. While some circumstances may be unfair, your response to them is always within your control. Taking ownership of your actions is the first step toward personal growth. Lack of gratitude is another mental toxin that many overlook. Focusing on what you don't have instead of appreciating what you do have creates a mindset of lack. Gratitude shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance, helping you see opportunities instead of obstacles. Not prioritizing rest and relaxation can also create mental toxicity. Your mind needs breaks. If you are always working, always thinking, and never pausing, you will burn out. Mental clarity comes from balance, making time for rest, creativity, and stillness. A victim mindset is another major mental toxin. If you always believe that life is happening to you instead of for you, you will feel powerless. The most successful people take control of their lives and make things happen instead of waiting for circumstances to change. Procrastination is a toxic habit that slowly destroys confidence. The more you delay action, the more fear and self-doubt grow. Taking small steps, even imperfect ones, builds momentum and weakens the grip of procrastination. Mental toxins do not disappear on their own. You have to actively remove them, just like you would remove junk food from your diet. This starts with awareness, recognizing which toxic thoughts, habits, and influences are holding you back. Your mind is powerful, but it can only work at its best when it is clear, focused, and free from negativity. Detoxing your mind is not about ignoring reality, but about removing the mental clutter that keeps you from living your best life. Now that you know the common mental toxins, the next step is learning how to clear them from your life. Your journey to a fresh, focused, and powerful mindset starts now. Chapter 2. Releasing Emotional Clutter. Your mind is like a house. Over time, it collects things that no longer serve you. Emotional clutter is the baggage of old hurts, regrets, fears, and negative emotions that take up space in your heart and mind. If you don't let go of these emotions, they will weigh you down, keeping you from moving forward. Just as you clean your home, you must also clear your mind. Holding on to emotional clutter can create stress, anxiety, and even physical exhaustion. When your emotions are unorganized and overwhelming, it becomes difficult to think clearly and make positive choices. One of the biggest sources of emotional clutter is holding on to the past. Whether it's past mistakes, disappointments, or painful experiences, dwelling on them keeps you stuck. You cannot change the past, but you can change how you respond to it. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means freeing yourself from its control. Regret is another heavy emotional burden. We all make mistakes, but replaying them in your mind only adds to your suffering. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen?" shift your focus to, "What can I learn from this?" Growth happens when you stop punishing yourself and start learning from the past. Unresolved anger and resentment can also take up space in your mind. Holding on to grudges does not hurt the person you are angry at. It only poisons your own peace. Forgiveness is not about excusing bad behavior. It's about choosing to release the pain so it no longer controls you. Fear is another powerful form of emotional clutter. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, and fear of change can prevent you from taking action. But fear is often based on imagined scenarios, not reality. Ask yourself, is this fear real, Or is it just a story I'm telling myself? People-pleasing can also create emotional clutter. If you are constantly seeking approval and trying to meet others' expectations, you will exhaust yourself emotionally. True freedom comes from living for yourself, not for validation from others. Toxic relationships add unnecessary weight to your emotional space. If someone in your life constantly drains your energy, brings negativity, or disrespects your boundaries, it may be time to let go. Surround yourself with people who uplift you instead of those who bring you down. Overcommitment is another common cause of emotional clutter. Saying yes to everything and everyone can leave you feeling overwhelmed and drained. Learning to say no is one of the most powerful ways to protect your mental and emotional well-being. Comparison is a silent emotional toxin. Constantly measuring your life against others, whether on social media or in real life, creates unnecessary stress and insecurity. Focus on your own journey instead of getting distracted by someone else's. Unhealthy self-talk is another form of emotional clutter. If you constantly criticize yourself, doubt yourself, or focus on your flaws, you are creating a mental environment filled with negativity. Replace negative thoughts with empowering ones. I am strong, I am capable, I am enough. Worry is like carrying an umbrella everywhere, even when it's not raining. Most of the things we worry about never happen, yet we allow them to take up space in our minds. Instead of worrying about the future, focus on what you can control today. Perfectionism is another hidden form of emotional clutter. Trying to be perfect in everything you do leads to stress, procrastination, and self-doubt. Perfection is an illusion. Progress matters more than perfection. Emotional exhaustion happens when you keep pushing forward without taking time to recharge. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Make time for rest, self-care, and reflection. Taking breaks is not weakness. It is essential for emotional health. A powerful way to release emotional clutter is through journaling. Writing down your thoughts, emotions, and struggles helps you process them and clear your mind. When you put your emotions on paper, you take them out of your head, creating space for clarity and peace. Another way to detox your emotions is by practicing gratitude. Focusing on what is good in your life shifts your perspective from stress to appreciation. Even in difficult times, there is always something to be grateful for. Letting go of emotional clutter does not mean ignoring your feelings. It means acknowledging them, processing them, and then choosing to move forward. You are not your past, your pain, or your struggles. You are what you decide to become. Mindfulness can also help you release emotional clutter. When you practice being present, you stop dwelling on past regrets or future worries. The more you focus on the now, the lighter and freer you will feel. Releasing emotional clutter is a choice. You can either hold on to the weight of old emotions, or you can decide to let them go and create space for new growth, happiness, and success. The more you release, the more energy you gain to build the life you truly want. As you move forward, remind yourself, you deserve peace. You deserve clarity. You deserve to let go. Make space for new beginnings, and your mind will thank you. Chapter 3. Breaking Free from Overthinking. Your mind is a powerful tool, but when it becomes overwhelmed with excessive thoughts, it can turn into your worst enemy. Overthinking is like a broken record, replaying fears, doubts, and worries over and over again. It drains your energy, clouds your judgment, and keeps you stuck in the past or anxious about the future. Overthinking is not thinking, it's mental noise. Thinking helps you solve problems, but overthinking keeps you trapped in endless loops of what-if and worst-case scenarios. Instead of finding solutions, you get lost in the problem itself. One of the biggest dangers of overthinking is paralysis by analysis. You keep going back and forth, questioning every decision, afraid of making the wrong choice. But the longer you overthink, the harder it becomes to take action. The key to progress is to decide and move forward, even if it's not perfect. Overthinking often comes from a fear of failure. You worry that if you make a mistake, everything will fall apart. But failure is not the enemy. Inaction is. Every successful person has made mistakes, but they learned and adapted. The only real failure is staying stuck in fear. Another cause of overthinking is caring too much about what others think. You replay conversations, analyze people's reactions, and stress over their opinions. But the truth is, most people are too busy with their own lives to constantly think about you. Living for the approval of others is exhausting. Free yourself by trusting your own judgment. Overthinking turns small problems into big ones. A single doubt can spiral into hours of worry, making things seem worse than they really are. Instead of focusing on what if, shift your mindset to what now. Take action instead of letting your mind create unnecessary stress. One of the best ways to break free from overthinking is to limit your decision-making time. Give yourself a deadline. Instead of analyzing for days, make a decision within a set time frame. Action builds confidence, while overthinking builds fear. Your thoughts are not always true. Overthinkers often believe every thought that enters their mind. But just because you think something doesn't mean it's a fact. Learn to challenge negative thoughts and replace them with empowering ones. Journaling is a powerful tool to stop overthinking. When thoughts are stuck in your head, they can feel overwhelming. Writing them down helps you organize your mind, process emotions, and see things from a clearer perspective. Mindfulness and deep breathing can help calm an overactive mind. When you focus on the present moment, overthinking loses its grip on you. Take deep breaths, go for a walk, or practice meditation to bring yourself back to the present. Perfectionism fuels overthinking. If you constantly wait for the perfect plan, the perfect moment, or the perfect answer, you will never move forward. Perfection is an illusion. Progress is what truly matters. Overthinking is often fueled by too much information. Constantly seeking answers, reading endless opinions, or analyzing every possibility can create mental overload. Sometimes the best solution is to step back, simplify, and trust your instincts. A cluttered environment can contribute to an overactive mind. If your space is messy, your thoughts may feel chaotic as well. Cleaning and organizing your surroundings can help bring clarity and reduce mental stress. Breaking free from overthinking requires action. Thinking will not solve your problems. Doing will. Even taking one small step in the right direction can break the cycle of endless rumination and move you toward progress. Lack of sleep makes overthinking worse. When your brain is exhausted, it struggles to process thoughts clearly. Prioritizing rest, relaxation, and proper sleep will help your mind function more efficiently. A powerful question to stop overthinking is, will this matter a year from now? Most of the things we stress about are temporary. When you put things into perspective, you realize that worrying endlessly is a waste of time and energy. Social media and digital overload can increase overthinking. Constant exposure to opinions, news, and information can make your mind feel overwhelmed. Taking breaks from screens and reducing online distractions will give your mind space to breathe. Overthinking kills creativity. When you are trapped in endless analysis, you leave no room for inspiration and new ideas. Letting go of rigid thinking allows your mind to be more flexible, creative, and open to possibilities. Self-doubt feeds overthinking. If you don't trust yourself, you will constantly second-guess your choices. Building confidence by taking action, learning from mistakes, and trusting your instincts will help reduce the habit of overthinking. At the end of the day, overthinking will not change the past or control the future. It only steals your peace in the present. The key to breaking free is to shift your focus from excessive thinking to intentional action. Let go of doubt, trust yourself, and move forward. Your best life awaits. Chapter 4. Digital Detox for Mental Clarity. In today's world, our minds are constantly flooded with information. From social media updates to breaking news, emails, and endless notifications, we are always connected. While technology is a powerful tool, excessive digital consumption can lead to mental exhaustion, anxiety, and lack of focus. A digital detox is not about completely eliminating technology, but about creating a healthier relationship with it. One of the biggest reasons to detox from digital overload is to regain control over your attention. Every time you check your phone, scroll through social media, or watch another video, your brain is being overstimulated. This constant stimulation weakens your ability to focus, making it harder to concentrate on meaningful tasks. Reducing screen time allows your mind to reset and function with greater clarity. Social media, in particular, can be mentally draining. Endless scrolling exposes you to an overwhelming amount of information, some inspiring, but much of it negative, repetitive, or unnecessary. Comparison, misinformation, and toxic content can shape your mindset in harmful ways. Taking breaks from social media helps you reclaim your thoughts and emotions. One of the hidden dangers of digital addiction is its effect on your mood. Studies have shown that excessive screen time, especially on social media, is linked to increased stress, anxiety, and even depression. The constant exposure to other people's curated lives can make you feel inadequate or behind in life. By stepping away, you allow yourself to focus on your own journey instead of comparing it to others. Technology affects the way we communicate and build relationships. While social media and messaging apps keep us connected, they can also create a false sense of closeness. Many people spend hours online but struggle with deep, real-life connections. Reducing screen time encourages more meaningful face-to-face interactions and stronger relationships. A digital detox is also essential for better sleep. Exposure to screens, especially before bed, disrupts your sleep cycle by interfering with melatonin production. This makes it harder to fall asleep and reduces sleep quality. Replacing screen time with relaxing activities like reading or meditation can improve your sleep and overall well-being. Another reason to limit digital consumption is to improve productivity. Constant notifications and distractions make it difficult to focus on important work. Every time you check your phone, it takes time for your brain to refocus on the task at hand. A structured detox, such as turning off unnecessary notifications or setting phone-free hours, can significantly boost productivity. One way to start a digital detox is to set boundaries around your screen time. Instead of constantly checking your phone, designate specific times for checking emails, messages, and social media. This prevents unnecessary interruptions and helps you stay present in your daily activities. Creating no-phone zones in your home, like the bedroom or dining table, can also improve mental clarity. Another powerful strategy is the 24-hour detox challenge. For one full day, avoid social media, streaming platforms, and unnecessary screen use. Spend the time engaging in physical activities, hobbies, or self-reflection. This challenge helps you realize how often you reach for your phone out of habit rather than necessity. Reducing screen time also helps you regain mindfulness. Technology keeps our minds constantly occupied, leaving little room for stillness. A digital detox allows you to reconnect with the present moment, whether it's enjoying a walk, having a deep conversation, or simply breathing without distraction. Slowing down helps you appreciate life more fully. The quality of information you consume matters just as much as the quantity. Not all screen time is harmful, but mindless scrolling and excessive news consumption can be overwhelming. Instead of eliminating technology completely, focus on using it intentionally. Read insightful books, watch educational videos, and limit exposure to negative content. One of the best ways to cut back on digital dependency is to replace it with offline activities. Find fulfilling alternatives like journaling, exercising, cooking, or spending time in nature. The more engaging your offline life becomes, the less you will rely on screens for entertainment and distraction. A balanced life exists beyond the digital world. Digital detoxing helps retrain your brain to enjoy deeper concentration. Over time, excessive technology use shortens your attention span, making it difficult to focus for long periods. By stepping away from screens and engaging in activities that require patience, such as reading or learning a new skill, you strengthen your ability to focus and retain information. Taking a break from screens also improves your creativity. When your mind is constantly occupied with digital input, it leaves little space for imagination. Creativity thrives in moments of boredom and quiet reflection. By disconnecting, you give your brain the freedom to generate new ideas and insights. Over-reliance on technology reduces self-awareness. Many people use screens to avoid dealing with their emotions, filling every free moment with entertainment or distractions. However, true self-growth comes from introspection. A digital detox allows you to reconnect with your thoughts, process emotions, and gain deeper self-understanding. A major benefit of reducing digital clutter is improved mental clarity. When you clear out distractions, your mind feels lighter, more organized, and better equipped to handle challenges. Less screen time means fewer unnecessary thoughts, allowing you to think more clearly and make better decisions. A decluttered mind is a powerful mind. Breaking free from digital addiction strengthens self-control. Many people instinctively reach for their phones out of habit rather than need. By practicing intentional screen use, you develop greater discipline over your impulses, leading to more control in other areas of life as well. Self-discipline is a key ingredient for long-term success. Another overlooked benefit of a digital detox is improved physical health. Too much screen time leads to sedentary behavior, poor posture, and eye strain. Taking breaks from screens encourages movement, outdoor activities, and a healthier lifestyle. Your body and mind work best when they are active and engaged with the real world. A structured digital detox can also help reset your priorities. When you take time away from screens, you gain perspective on what truly matters. You begin to notice how much time is wasted on distractions, and you can redirect that energy toward your personal growth, relationships, and meaningful pursuits. Less screen time equals more life lived. At its core, a digital detox is about reclaiming control over your mind and attention. Technology should serve you, not control you. By setting limits, practicing mindful usage, and making space for real-world experiences, you create a life that is richer, calmer, and more fulfilling. Your mind deserves clarity. Start your digital detox today. Chapter 5. Overcoming negative self-talk. Your mind is always listening to what you tell it. Negative self-talk is like an invisible enemy that quietly erodes your confidence, keeps you stuck in fear, and limits your potential. The words you say to yourself shape how you see the world and determine the actions you take. If your inner dialogue is full of doubt and criticism, you will struggle to believe in yourself and move forward. One of the biggest dangers of negative self-talk is that it feels normal. You may not even realize how often you put yourself down because these thoughts have become automatic. Phrases like, "I'm not good enough," "I always mess up," or "I'll never succeed" might seem small, but over time they shape your entire mindset. The first step to overcoming negative self-talk is recognizing when it happens. Negative self-talk often comes from childhood experiences, societal expectations, or past failures. If you grew up hearing criticism or felt like you had to be perfect, your inner voice may have adopted those beliefs. However, just because you believe something in the past does not mean it has to be your truth now. You have the power to rewire your thoughts. One powerful way to break free from negative self-talk is by challenging it. When a negative thought appears, ask yourself, "Is this really true? Do I have evidence to support this?" Most of the time, these thoughts are based on fear, not facts. Reframing them with positive, empowering beliefs can help shift your mindset. The words you use matter. Your subconscious mind absorbs everything you say, whether it's true or not. If you constantly repeat negative phrases, your brain will believe them. Instead, replace phrases like "I can't" with "I am learning," or "I'm not good enough" with "I am growing and improving every day." Your environment plays a big role in shaping your inner dialogue. If you are constantly surrounded by negative people or consuming content that feeds self-doubt, it will be harder to change your mindset. Choose to spend time with those who uplift you and expose yourself to information that inspires confidence and self-growth. Overcoming negative self-talk requires self-awareness. Whenever you notice yourself saying something negative, pause and rephrase it into something more constructive. Instead of saying, "I'll never succeed," say, "I am capable and I am on the path to success." This small shift in language can create a big shift in mindset. Many people use negative self-talk as a defense mechanism to avoid disappointment. They tell themselves they will fail before they even try, so they don't have to deal with rejection or setbacks. But this mindset prevents growth and success. It is better to try and fail than to never try at all. Self-compassion is a key part of overcoming negative self-talk. Imagine if a close friend spoke to you the way you speak to yourself. Would you accept it? If not, why allow yourself to be so harsh? Treat yourself with the same kindness, patience, and understanding that you would offer to someone you love. Journaling is a great way to track and change negative self-talk. Write down the negative thoughts you have during the day and then challenge them. Seeing these thoughts on paper makes them easier to analyze and replace with more positive perspectives. This habit can help you reprogram your mind over time. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to negative self-talk. When you focus on what you appreciate about yourself and your life, it shifts your perspective away from negativity. Start each day by listing 3 things you are grateful for, including something about yourself. Over time, this rewires your brain to focus on strengths rather than weaknesses. Mindfulness can help you break free from negative self-talk. When you become aware of your thoughts without attaching emotion to them, they lose their power. Instead of getting caught up in self-criticism, practice observing your thoughts like clouds passing in the sky. This helps you detach from negativity and refocus on the present moment. Your self-talk affects your energy levels. When you constantly tell yourself you are tired, unmotivated, or incapable, your body responds by feeling exactly that way. Speak words that empower you. I am strong, I am improving, I am capable. Your body and mind will follow your lead. Setting small, achievable goals can help build self-confidence and silence negative self-talk. Each time you accomplish something, no matter how small, Your brain records it as proof that you are capable. These small wins create a foundation of confidence that gradually drowns out self-doubt. Surrounding yourself with positive affirmations can reinforce a healthier mindset. Place motivational quotes where you can see them daily, on your mirror, phone, or workspace. Constant reminders of your worth and abilities help reshape your inner dialogue over time. Laughter and humor are excellent ways to combat negative self-talk. When you catch yourself thinking something negative, try to see the humor in it. Imagine how exaggerated or ridiculous the thought sounds. Turning self-criticism into a light-hearted moment reduces its power. Exercise is another way to shift your mindset. Physical movement releases endorphins, which naturally boost mood and confidence. When you feel strong in your body, it becomes easier to feel strong in your mind. Regular exercise helps you break free from cycles of negativity. Visualization is a powerful tool for reprogramming your thoughts. Picture yourself succeeding, feeling confident, and achieving your goals. The more you visualize positive outcomes, the more your brain starts to believe in them. This practice trains your mind to focus on success rather than failure. At the end of the day, negative self-talk is just a habit, and like any habit, it can be changed. It may take time and effort, but replacing self-doubt with self-belief is one of the most powerful transformations you can make. Your mind is your most valuable tool. Train it to work for you, not against you. You are stronger than your doubts, smarter than your fears, and more capable than you realize. The only thing standing between you and your success is the story you tell yourself. Change the story, and you change your life. Negative self-talk is often so deeply ingrained that you do not even realize when it happens. It disguises itself as logic, realism, or self-protection, convincing you that doubting yourself is a way to avoid disappointment. But in reality, this internal dialogue is limiting your potential and keeping you from reaching your goals. A crucial step in overcoming negative self-talk is understanding that your thoughts are not facts. Just because you think something does not mean it is true. Many of your doubts and fears are based on old experiences, assumptions, or comparisons. Challenge these thoughts and ask yourself, is there real evidence to support this, or is this just a fear-based belief? Another powerful technique is to name your inner critic. By personifying the negative voice in your head, you separate it from your true self. Instead of saying, "I always fail," say, "That's just my inner critic trying to hold me back." This helps you take control of your thoughts rather than letting them control you. The company you keep plays a huge role in your self-talk. If you are surrounded by negative, judgmental, or unsupportive people, their words and energy will influence how you see yourself. Seek out those who uplift, encourage, and challenge you to see your worth. Your environment should reinforce confidence, not self-doubt. Limiting beliefs are another form of negative self-talk. These are the deeply rooted stories you tell yourself about your abilities, worth, or potential. They often start with, "I can't," "I'm not good at," or "This is just who I am." But these beliefs are not permanent. They can be rewritten with conscious effort and repetition. Fear of failure is one of the biggest drivers of negative self-talk. When you focus too much on avoiding failure, you prevent yourself from even trying. Instead of fearing mistakes, see them as stepping stones to growth. Every successful person has failed. It is proof that they took action. A lack of self-compassion fuels negative self-talk. If you are constantly harsh on yourself but forgiving toward others, it is time to extend the same kindness to yourself. Instead of berating yourself for mistakes, ask, "What would I say to a friend in this situation?" Shifting your perspective in this way builds resilience. Negative self-talk can be triggered by comparison. Constantly measuring your progress against others creates unnecessary pressure. Your journey is unique, and you are on your own timeline. Focus on being better than you were yesterday, not on competing with someone else. Your subconscious mind absorbs everything you repeatedly think and say. If you continuously tell yourself you are not good enough, your brain will believe it and look for proof to confirm it. But the opposite is also true. The more you affirm your strengths, the more your mind will align with those beliefs. Visualization is a powerful way to rewire negative self-talk. Close your eyes and imagine yourself succeeding, feeling confident, and overcoming challenges. The brain cannot distinguish between imagined experiences and real ones, so practicing positive visualization builds a stronger, more optimistic mindset. Negative self-talk often thrives in moments of high stress and exhaustion. When you are tired, overwhelmed, or emotionally drained, your inner critic becomes louder. This is why self-care is so important. Taking care of your mental and physical health strengthens your ability to resist negative thoughts. Your body language can influence your self-talk. Slouching, avoiding eye contact, and keeping your head down reinforce self-doubt. Adopting a confident posture, standing tall, making eye contact, and speaking with clarity can shift your mindset. Your brain responds to the signals your body gives it. Breaking the cycle of negative self-talk requires intentional repetition. You did not develop these thoughts overnight, and they will not disappear overnight either. However, with consistency, you can replace destructive thoughts with empowering ones. Every time you stop a negative thought and replace it with a positive one, you weaken its power. Writing down your strengths and achievements can help silence negative self-talk. Keep a journal where you record things you are proud of, skills you have developed, and challenges you have overcome. On difficult days, reread your entries as proof that you are capable and resilient. Negative self-talk is often linked to perfectionism. If you constantly feel like nothing you do is good enough, you will always find reasons to criticize yourself. Instead of striving for perfection, aim for progress. Perfection is an illusion, but progress is real and achievable. Changing your self-talk requires patience. It takes time to unlearn years of self-criticism and replace it with self-confidence. Some days will be harder than others, but persistence is key. The more you practice, the more natural positive self-talk becomes. Music, books, and podcasts can influence your mindset. What you listen to daily shapes your thoughts and emotions. Choose uplifting content that reinforces confidence and personal growth. Your mind is like a garden. What you feed it determines what grows. Taking action is the best way to silence negative self-talk. When you prove to yourself that you can do something, your doubts start to fade. Every time you step outside your comfort zone and accomplish something, you weaken the power of self-doubt. Confidence is built through action, not just words. At the end of the day, the most important thing to remember is that you are not your negative thoughts. They are just old patterns, fears, and influences that you have the power to change. You have the ability to rewrite your internal dialogue and shape a mindset that supports, rather than sabotages, your success. Your words have power. Choose to speak to yourself with kindness, confidence, and belief. The way you talk to yourself determines the way you experience life, so make sure your inner voice is one that lifts you up, not one that holds you back. Chapter 6. Setting healthy mental boundaries. Mental boundaries are just as important as physical ones. They protect your energy, thoughts, and emotions from unnecessary stress and negativity. Without them, you may find yourself overwhelmed, drained, and constantly affected by other people's opinions and emotions. Setting healthy mental boundaries allows you to take control of your mindset and focus on what truly matters. One of the biggest signs that you need stronger mental boundaries is feeling emotionally exhausted after interacting with certain people. If someone's negativity, complaints, or demands leave you drained, it's a sign that your mental space is being invaded. You have the right to protect your peace and limit how much influence others have over your emotions. A major part of setting mental boundaries is learning to say no without guilt. Many people struggle with this because they fear disappointing others or being seen as selfish. But saying no is not rejection, it is an act of self-respect. Prioritizing your mental well-being does not mean you don't care about others, it means you also care about yourself. Social media and digital distractions can also weaken your mental boundaries. Constant exposure to opinions, arguments, and comparisons can leave you feeling anxious or inadequate. Taking breaks from social media, muting negativity, and controlling your screen time are powerful ways to set mental boundaries and reclaim your peace. Setting boundaries with family and friends is often challenging but necessary. Just because someone is close to you does not mean they have unlimited access to your thoughts, time, or emotions. It is okay to limit conversations, take space, and choose not to engage in toxic discussions. You are not obligated to entertain every thought or emotion that others bring into your life. Work-life balance is another crucial area where mental boundaries are needed. If you constantly bring work stress home, answer emails at all hours, or allow your job to consume your thoughts, your mental health will suffer. Setting clear limits on work time and personal time allows you to recharge and maintain a healthier mindset. Negative self-talk is a boundary violation against yourself. If you allow your inner critic to run unchecked, you are crossing your own mental boundary. Speaking to yourself with kindness, challenging negative thoughts, and replacing them with positive affirmations helps you maintain a healthier mental space. One of the best ways to establish mental boundaries is through emotional detachment from things you cannot control. People's opinions, reactions, and behavior are not your responsibility. When you let go of the need to fix or control everything, you free yourself from unnecessary stress. Protecting your mental space means limiting how much negativity you allow into your life. This includes avoiding gossip, toxic news cycles, and conversations that leave you feeling worse. Being informed is important, but drowning in negativity only damages your mental clarity and peace. A powerful tool for strengthening mental boundaries is learning to walk away from arguments that serve no purpose. Not every battle is worth fighting, and not every opinion deserves a response. Choosing where to direct your energy is a sign of emotional intelligence and self-control. Time is one of your most valuable resources, and strong mental boundaries help protect it. If you constantly allow others to interrupt your focus, overbook your schedule, or pressure you into commitments, your mental well-being will suffer. Learning to prioritize what truly matters is key to a balanced and clear mind. Many people feel guilty for prioritizing their mental health, but the truth is, setting boundaries makes you a better friend, partner, and professional. When you are mentally and emotionally balanced, you show up as your best self. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Taking care of yourself allows you to give more to others. Mental boundaries also apply to managing emotional triggers. If certain topics, people, or situations repeatedly cause stress or anxiety, it is important to recognize them and decide how to respond. You have the power to step away, protect your energy, and choose what deserves your attention. Journaling is an effective way to define and strengthen your mental boundaries. Writing about what drains you, what energizes you, and where you need more space can provide clarity. Once you understand your limits, it becomes easier to enforce them. Boundaries are not just about saying no, but also about saying yes to the right things. Saying yes to self-care, personal growth, and meaningful relationships helps strengthen your mental resilience. It is about making choices that align with your values and protect your mental clarity. Your energy is sacred, and mental boundaries help conserve it. Not everyone deserves unlimited access to your thoughts and emotions. Learning to be selective with your time and emotional investment is one of the most powerful forms of self-respect. Detaching from toxic cycles is another way to enforce mental boundaries. If someone constantly brings drama, negativity, or manipulation into your life, distancing yourself is an act of self-care. You are not responsible for fixing or carrying emotional burdens that do not belong to you. Meditation and mindfulness can help reinforce your mental boundaries. Practicing stillness allows you to observe your thoughts without being consumed by them. This creates mental space and helps you develop emotional resilience, making it easier to maintain your boundaries. Self-awareness is key to maintaining strong mental boundaries. Checking in with yourself regularly, asking, "How do I feel?" or "What do I need?" helps you identify when your boundaries are being crossed. The more you listen to yourself, the easier it becomes to protect your mental well-being. At the core of setting mental boundaries is self-worth. When you believe you are worthy of peace, respect, and emotional balance, you will naturally enforce boundaries that protect these things. Your mind is your sanctuary. Guard it, nurture it, and allow only what helps you grow. Healthy mental boundaries are a form of self-respect. When you value your peace, your energy, and your time, you naturally begin to filter what you allow into your mind. Without strong boundaries, you may find yourself feeling overwhelmed, drained, and emotionally exhausted. Taking control of your mental space allows you to focus on what truly matters. One of the biggest challenges in setting boundaries is overcoming guilt. Many people feel bad for saying no or distancing themselves from toxic influences. However, prioritizing your mental well-being is not selfish. It is necessary. The better you care for your mind, the more you can show up fully for the people and goals that truly matter. Boundaries are not just about avoiding negativity, they are also about protecting your focus. When your mental space is constantly occupied by distractions, drama, or unnecessary stress, you have little energy left for personal growth and success. Protecting your focus means being intentional about where you direct your thoughts and energy. A great way to strengthen your mental boundaries is to create mental quiet zones. This means setting aside specific times during the day where you disconnect from external noise. No social media, no emails, no unnecessary conversations. This allows your mind to reset and regain clarity. Protecting your mental quiet time is essential for long-term mental health. Boundaries with social media are especially important in today's world. The constant flood of information, opinions, and unrealistic comparisons can leave you feeling mentally exhausted. Taking breaks from social media, unfollowing toxic accounts, and limiting screen time can help restore your mental clarity and confidence. Your personal growth depends on the strength of your mental boundaries. If you allow everyone's opinions, expectations, and emotions to dictate your actions, you will struggle to stay true to your own path. Setting boundaries means deciding for yourself what is worth your time, energy, and attention. Saying no is a powerful tool for maintaining mental balance. Many people overcommit themselves out of fear of disappointing others, but this often leads to burnout. Every time you say yes to something that does not align with your priorities, you are saying no to something that does. Learning to say no with confidence is a key part of protecting your mental well-being. Mental boundaries also apply to the conversations you allow yourself to engage in. Not every argument, debate, or opinion deserves your attention. If a conversation does not contribute to your growth, clarity, or peace of mind, you have every right to step away. Protecting your energy is more important than proving a point. One of the most damaging things to your mental space is allowing toxic people unlimited access to your thoughts and emotions. If someone constantly criticizes, manipulates, or drains you, it is okay to create distance. You are not obligated to maintain relationships that negatively affect your mental health. Your mind needs space to process emotions and thoughts. When you are constantly surrounded by noise, whether from people, media, or responsibilities, your brain never gets a break. Scheduling alone time allows your mind to reset, reflect, and regain mental strength. Boundaries are not just about keeping negativity out. They are also about creating space for peace. Protecting your mental energy means being mindful of what you consume daily. What you watch, read, and listen to influences your thoughts and emotions. If you constantly consume negativity, gossip, or fear-based content, your mindset will reflect that. Be intentional about feeding your mind with positivity and knowledge. Mental boundaries also apply to how much responsibility you take for others. It is natural to care for loved ones, but you are not responsible for fixing everyone's problems. Carrying other people's emotional burdens at the expense of your own well-being is not healthy. Support others without losing yourself in their struggles. A simple way to strengthen your mental boundaries is to use pause and evaluate moments. Before committing to something, ask yourself, does this align with my values? Will this add value to my life? Is this worth my energy? If the answer is no, give yourself permission to decline without guilt. Another important aspect of mental boundaries is avoiding emotional overload. Some people absorb emotions from those around them, which can lead to feeling drained. If someone is constantly venting, complaining, or bringing negativity into your space, it is okay to step back and protect your emotional balance. Mental boundaries in the workplace are just as important as personal ones. If you allow work stress to invade your personal time, you will never truly feel rested. Setting limits on when you check emails, take calls, or engage in work-related conversations helps you maintain balance and avoid burnout. Silence is a powerful boundary tool. Not every situation requires a response, and not every comment deserves your energy. Learning when to stay silent rather than engaging in unnecessary drama or negativity is a skill that protects your peace and clarity. Not reacting is sometimes the strongest boundary you can set. Another key element of mental boundaries is protecting your time from distractions. If you allow constant interruptions from notifications, unnecessary conversations, or meaningless tasks, your productivity and focus will suffer. Creating focused time blocks where you eliminate distractions allows you to think more clearly and accomplish more. One of the most important realizations about boundaries is that you teach people how to treat you. If you consistently allow others to cross your limits, they will continue to do so. Enforcing boundaries is not about being rude. It is about creating mutual respect in relationships. The final and most powerful step in maintaining mental boundaries is self-trust. The more you trust yourself, the less you seek external validation. When you are confident in your decisions, you are less likely to let others manipulate or control your thoughts. True mental freedom comes from trusting your own judgment and prioritizing your well-being. At the core of mental boundaries is the belief that you deserve peace, clarity, and emotional stability. Protecting your mind is not selfish, it is essential. By setting firm boundaries, you create a life where your energy is spent on things that truly matter, allowing you to grow, succeed, and thrive. Chapter 7. Meditation and Mindfulness for mental cleansing. Your mind is constantly processing thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Over time, mental clutter builds up, making it harder to focus, think clearly, and stay calm. Meditation and mindfulness act as a mental detox, allowing you to clear out stress, negative thoughts, and distractions. By practicing these techniques, you create space for clarity, peace, and inner balance. Meditation is not about stopping your thoughts. It is about observing them without attachment. Many people avoid meditation because they think they must silence their minds completely. In reality, meditation teaches you how to acknowledge thoughts without letting them control you. This practice helps you break free from overthinking and emotional overwhelm. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment. Instead of dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, mindfulness trains you to focus on the now. This reduces stress, improves emotional control, and helps you enjoy life more deeply. When your mind is present, clarity and peace naturally follow. One of the most powerful benefits of meditation is its ability to calm the nervous system. When you meditate, your body shifts from stress mode into relaxation mode. This reduces cortisol levels, lowers anxiety, and improves overall mental well-being. A few minutes of meditation each day can help you feel more centered and in control. Practicing mindfulness in daily life helps prevent mental exhaustion. Many people rush through their days without truly experiencing them. Eating, walking, and even conversations are done on autopilot. Mindfulness helps you slow down and engage fully with the present moment, bringing a sense of calm and appreciation. Meditation and mindfulness improve emotional resilience. When you regularly practice stillness, you become less reactive to stress and negativity. Instead of getting lost in emotions, you learn to step back, observe, and respond with clarity. This skill is essential for maintaining mental balance in a chaotic world. Breath awareness is a simple but powerful meditation technique. By focusing on your breath, you anchor your mind in the present moment. Deep, slow breathing calms the mind and body, reducing anxiety and improving focus. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, pausing to take a few deep breaths can instantly shift your mindset. A common misconception about meditation is that it requires a lot of time. Even 5 to 10 minutes of meditation per day can create significant changes in your mental clarity and emotional well-being. The key is consistency. A little meditation each day is more effective than long sessions once in a while. Guided meditations are a great way to start if you struggle with silent meditation. Listening to a guided session can help you stay focused and relaxed. There are many resources available, from apps to online videos, that provide structured meditation practices for beginners. Using these tools makes it easier to develop a regular habit. Mindful movement is another way to practice meditation. Activities like yoga, tai chi, or even mindful walking help you connect your breath with movement. These practices not only strengthen the body, but also calm the mind, making them a great alternative for those who find sitting meditation difficult. Journaling can be a mindful practice that supports mental cleansing. Writing down your thoughts, emotions, and reflections allows you to process and release mental clutter. Combining journaling with meditation creates a powerful routine for self-awareness and clarity. When you put your thoughts on paper, they stop overwhelming your mind. Mindfulness can be practiced anywhere, at any time. You don't need to be in a quiet room or sitting in a special posture. Simply bringing awareness to your breath, surroundings, or current activity can create a sense of calm and focus. The more you integrate mindfulness into daily life, the more natural it becomes. Meditation enhances self-awareness. By sitting in stillness, you gain deeper insight into your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. This helps you recognize unhealthy patterns, break free from negative self-talk, and cultivate a more positive mindset. Self-awareness is the foundation of mental clarity and personal growth. Over time, meditation rewires the brain. Studies show that regular meditation increases gray matter in areas related to focus, memory, and emotional regulation. This means meditation not only helps in the moment, but also creates lasting improvements in mental performance and well-being. Your brain becomes stronger and more resilient with consistent practice. One of the most underrated benefits of meditation is its impact on creativity. When your mind is cluttered with stress and distractions, creative ideas struggle to emerge. Meditation clears mental space, allowing new thoughts and insights to surface. Many successful artists, writers, and entrepreneurs use meditation to enhance creativity and problem-solving. Loving kindness meditation is a powerful practice for emotional healing. This meditation involves sending positive thoughts and intentions to yourself and others. It helps reduce anger, resentment, and negativity, replacing them with compassion and understanding. By practicing this regularly, you cultivate a more peaceful and loving mindset. Mindfulness helps break the cycle of overthinking. Instead of getting caught up in endless mental loops, mindfulness teaches you to observe thoughts without attaching emotions to them. This creates a sense of detachment from worries and allows you to approach situations with greater clarity. Over time, you become less controlled by your thoughts and more in charge of your mindset. Sleep meditation can improve rest and recovery. Many people struggle with racing thoughts at night, making it difficult to fall asleep. Guided sleep meditations help relax the mind and body, leading to deeper, more restful sleep. A calm mind at night leads to more energy and focus the next day. Meditation and mindfulness create a sense of inner peace that no external source can provide. Instead of looking for happiness in material things, achievements, or validation from others, you learn to find contentment within. This creates a lasting sense of fulfillment that stays with you, no matter what happens in life. Inner peace is the ultimate freedom. At its core, meditation and mindfulness are about taking control of your mind. Instead of letting stress, negativity, and distractions dictate your thoughts, you learn to cultivate calmness, focus, and awareness. By practicing these techniques, you strengthen your mental resilience and create a life of clarity, purpose, and balance. Your mind is your most powerful tool. Train it well. Meditation is like a mental reset button. When life feels overwhelming, your thoughts are scattered, or emotions are running high, taking a few moments to meditate can bring clarity and calm. It allows you to step away from the chaos and regain control of your thoughts, leading to a clearer and more focused mindset. One of the most valuable lessons of mindfulness is learning to observe without reacting. Instead of immediately getting caught up in stress, anger, or fear, mindfulness teaches you to take a step back and view situations from a place of awareness. This helps you respond to life with intention rather than being controlled by emotions. A common challenge for beginners in meditation is restlessness. Sitting still in silence may feel uncomfortable at first, especially if your mind is used to constant stimulation. However, with practice, this discomfort fades and stillness becomes a source of strength. The key is to be patient and allow yourself to ease into the practice. Mindfulness improves the quality of your relationships. When you are fully present in conversations, you listen more deeply and respond more thoughtfully. This creates stronger connections, reduces misunderstandings, and helps you build meaningful relationships based on true presence rather than distraction. Many people struggle with racing thoughts, especially at night. Mindfulness techniques such as body scanning or progressive relaxation help quiet the mind and prepare it for restful sleep. These practices guide your focus away from stress and into a state of calm, making it easier to drift into deep, restorative rest. Meditation helps release emotional baggage. When you sit in silence and observe your thoughts, you become aware of emotions you may have suppressed. Instead of avoiding them, meditation allows you to acknowledge, process, and let go of emotional weight that no longer serves you. This emotional cleansing creates space for healing and inner peace. Walking meditation is an alternative for those who find sitting still difficult. By focusing on the movement of your feet, the rhythm of your breath, and the sensations around you, walking becomes a meditative practice. This is especially useful for individuals who feel restless but still want to experience the benefits of mindfulness. A simple mindfulness exercise to try is the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. Identify 5 things you see, 4 things you feel, 3 things you hear, 2 things you smell, and 1 thing you taste. This practice brings you back to the present moment and is especially useful during moments of stress or anxiety. Meditation does not require a perfect setting. While quiet spaces are ideal, mindfulness can be practiced anywhere, on a train, at work, or even in a busy coffee shop. The key is to focus inward and block out distractions by training your mind to remain calm in any environment. One of the most surprising benefits of meditation is how it improves patience. By slowing down, observing thoughts, and letting go of the need for immediate results, you naturally develop a greater sense of patience in everyday life. This helps in stressful situations and improves overall emotional stability. Mindfulness is a great tool for managing pain and discomfort. By focusing on your breath and observing sensations without resistance, you shift your mindset from suffering to acceptance. This technique has been used in medical settings to help people cope with chronic pain and physical discomfort. Gratitude meditation is another form of mindfulness that shifts your focus to positivity. By taking a few moments each day to reflect on what you are grateful for, you train your brain to recognize the good in your life. Over time, this strengthens your ability to find joy and contentment in even the smallest moments. Meditation can be combined with visualization techniques to enhance focus and motivation. Instead of simply observing thoughts, you can visualize yourself succeeding, achieving goals, or living with a sense of purpose. This rewires the brain to align thoughts and actions with your aspirations. The mind and body are deeply connected, and meditation improves overall health. Studies show that regular meditation reduces blood pressure, lowers stress hormones, and improves immune function. By calming the mind, you also improve the body's ability to heal and function optimally. A helpful mindfulness mantra to practice is "I am here, I am now, I am enough." Repeating affirmations like this during meditation helps reinforce self-acceptance and keeps your mind grounded in the present moment. Mantras are a simple yet effective way to anchor yourself in positivity. Mindfulness helps with emotional detachment from negative thoughts. Instead of believing every thought that arises, mindfulness teaches you to simply observe them like clouds passing in the sky. This prevents over-identification with negative emotions and creates mental space for clarity and calmness. Using breathwork techniques during meditation enhances its benefits. Techniques like box breathing, inhaling for 4 counts, holding for 4, exhaling for 4, holding again for 4, help regulate stress levels and improve focus. Conscious breathing is one of the fastest ways to bring the mind into a calm, centered state. Consistency is key in meditation and mindfulness. It is better to practice for 5 minutes every day than for an hour once a week. The brain responds best to repetition, so the more regularly you practice, the easier it becomes to access a peaceful state of mind when needed. Meditation fosters self-compassion. As you practice sitting with yourself in stillness, you develop a kinder, more understanding relationship with your thoughts and emotions. Instead of criticizing yourself for flaws, you learn to accept and love yourself as you are. This self-acceptance creates a strong foundation for emotional resilience. Ultimately, mindfulness and meditation are about reclaiming your mind. Instead of being at the mercy of stress, distractions, and negative thoughts, you take back control of your inner world. Through regular practice, you cultivate a mindset that is clear, peaceful, and deeply aligned with your highest potential. The power to cleanse and strengthen your mind is within you. Embrace it. Chapter 8. The Power of Solitude and Reflection. Solitude is often misunderstood as loneliness, but in reality, it is one of the most powerful tools for self-growth. Spending time alone allows you to reconnect with your inner thoughts, emotions, and goals without external noise or distractions. In solitude, you can hear yourself more clearly and make decisions that truly align with your values. Many people fear being alone because they associate it with isolation. However, solitude is not about withdrawing from the world. It is about creating intentional space for self-discovery and mental clarity. When you embrace solitude, you gain the ability to listen to your own intuition instead of being constantly influenced by external opinions. Reflection is a key part of personal growth. Taking time to review your past actions, thoughts, and decisions helps you understand what works and what doesn't. Without reflection, you may keep repeating the same mistakes or miss valuable lessons that could help you grow. Self-awareness begins with honest reflection. One of the greatest benefits of solitude is that it strengthens self-reliance. When you spend time alone, you learn how to solve problems, entertain yourself, and become comfortable in your own company. This builds confidence and independence, making you less dependent on others for validation or direction. Solitude provides mental clarity by removing distractions. When you are constantly surrounded by people, conversations, and technology, your mind becomes cluttered. Stepping away from the noise allows your thoughts to settle, leading to better decision-making and deeper understanding of your priorities. Spending time alone improves emotional regulation. When you sit with your thoughts instead of suppressing them, you learn how to process emotions in a healthy way. Many people use social interactions or distractions to avoid facing their feelings, but solitude forces you to confront them and find clarity. Journaling is a powerful practice that enhances reflection during solitude. Writing down your thoughts, goals, and challenges gives you a tangible way to track your growth. It helps organize your mind, identify patterns, and discover solutions that may not have been obvious before. Solitude helps you set better goals. Without outside influences, you can reflect on what you truly want in life rather than what others expect from you. Many people chase goals that society or family pressures them into, but solitude allows you to define success on your own terms. Many great thinkers, artists, and leaders throughout history have valued solitude. Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, and Steve Jobs all credited solitude as a key factor in their creativity and innovation. When your mind is free from distractions, it has space to generate new ideas and insights. Solitude allows you to reset your energy. Social interactions, even positive ones, can be mentally and emotionally draining. Taking time alone allows you to recharge, so when you return to social settings, you can engage with others from a place of balance and clarity. Reflection helps you make sense of past experiences. Instead of rushing from one event to the next, Taking time to process what happened helps you extract valuable lessons. This makes you more intentional in the future, reducing the chances of repeating mistakes or missing opportunities. Meditation and deep breathing exercises are enhanced by solitude. When you are alone, you can fully focus on mindfulness without distractions. These practices help clear mental clutter, lower stress, and improve emotional well-being, making solitude a key ingredient for inner peace. Spending time alone helps build stronger relationships. When you understand yourself better, you become a better friend, partner, and communicator. Solitude teaches you how to fulfill your own needs so that you do not rely on others to complete you, leading to healthier connections. One of the most liberating aspects of solitude is the ability to be your true self. When you are alone, there is no pressure to perform, impress, or conform to social expectations. This allows you to reconnect with your authentic self and make choices that align with your true desires. Creativity thrives in solitude. When you are constantly engaged with others or bombarded with information, your brain has little space to innovate. Solitude gives your mind the quiet it needs to develop new ideas, solve problems, and think outside the box. Nature enhances the power of solitude. Spending time alone in nature deepens your connection to yourself and the world around you. The peacefulness of natural surroundings encourages reflection, reduces stress, and brings a sense of balance that is hard to find in busy environments. Solitude helps you detach from the need for constant validation. When you become comfortable being alone, you no longer seek approval from others to feel worthy. This self-assurance allows you to make decisions with confidence, even if they go against popular opinion. Many people fear solitude because they are afraid of their own thoughts. However, facing your inner world is the first step to healing and self-growth. When you sit with your thoughts without distractions, you begin to understand your fears, desires, and patterns, allowing you to transform them. Solitude and reflection allow you to practice gratitude. When you slow down and take time to appreciate your life, you shift your focus from what's missing to what's abundant. Gratitude enhances happiness, reduces stress, and creates a more positive mindset. At its core, solitude is about creating space for personal growth. It is not about isolation, but about deepening your connection with yourself. When you embrace solitude and make reflection a regular practice, you gain clarity, confidence, and a greater sense of purpose. True strength comes from within, and solitude is the gateway to discovering it. Solitude is a gift that allows you to reconnect with your deepest self. When the world around you is loud and full of distractions, stepping away into quiet space helps you regain focus. It is in these quiet moments that you hear your own thoughts most clearly, making it easier to align your life with your true values. Many people fear being alone because they associate it with loneliness. However, solitude and loneliness are not the same. Loneliness is the absence of connection, while solitude is the presence of self. When you learn to enjoy your own company, solitude becomes a source of strength rather than discomfort. Taking intentional time alone helps reset your priorities. When you are constantly surrounded by external influences, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. Solitude gives you the opportunity to ask yourself, am I living in a way that reflects my true goals and values? This level of reflection helps you make choices that are authentic to you. One of the biggest benefits of solitude is that it improves problem-solving skills. When you have space to think without distractions, you can analyze situations more clearly and find creative solutions. Many of the greatest breakthroughs in history happened when individuals spent time in deep thought, away from the noise of society. Solitude strengthens mental resilience. When you can sit with your thoughts, process emotions, and enjoy your own company, you become emotionally stronger. Many people use distractions to avoid difficult emotions, but solitude forces you to confront and work through them. This builds inner stability and confidence. Reflection is a key part of emotional healing. Taking time to think about past experiences, relationships, and challenges allows you to understand them from a new perspective. When you reflect without judgment, you can extract valuable lessons that help you grow and move forward. Practicing solitude helps you become more decisive. Many people struggle with decision-making because they are influenced by too many opinions. When you take time alone to reflect on what you truly want, you gain clarity and confidence in your choices, making it easier to trust your own judgment. The mind needs quiet time to process information effectively. When you are constantly bombarded with stimulation from conversations, social media, or work, your brain becomes overloaded. Solitude allows your mind to organize thoughts, making it easier to retain information and make sense of complex ideas. In a world where everyone is always connected, solitude has become a rare experience. Yet some of the most successful people in history, writers, inventors, philosophers, deliberately sought solitude to develop their ideas. Creating space for deep thought helps unlock creativity and self-awareness. Solitude teaches you self-reliance. When you learn to be comfortable on your own, you become less dependent on others for emotional support, validation, or entertainment. This independence allows you to build confidence in your ability to handle life's challenges without constantly seeking reassurance. Mindful solitude is different from passive isolation. Isolation can make you feel disconnected from the world, but mindful solitude makes you feel more connected to yourself. The difference is in intention. When you choose solitude as a tool for reflection, it becomes empowering rather than isolating. Practicing solitude helps you develop patience. When you are always surrounded by instant gratification, fast-paced entertainment, and non-stop interactions, your ability to be patient weakens. Spending time alone slows you down, teaching you how to sit with discomfort and develop inner peace. Nature is one of the best places to experience the power of solitude. Spending time alone outdoors, walking through a park, hiking in the mountains, or sitting by the ocean deepens your connection with both yourself and the world around you. Nature has a grounding effect that enhances reflection and mental clarity. Solitude enhances self-discipline. When you are alone, there are no distractions, no social pressures, and no one to influence your actions. This is the perfect time to develop discipline, whether it's through meditation, journaling, reading, or working on personal goals. The ability to stay committed to self-growth, even when no one is watching, is a sign of true discipline. Silence has a profound impact on mental well-being. In a world full of noise, constant conversations, digital alerts, and background distractions, silence allows your brain to reset. Just as your body needs rest after physical activity, your mind needs rest from continuous stimulation. Practicing silence in solitude enhances mental sharpness and emotional balance. Solitude helps you become more intentional with your energy. Not every situation or person deserves your attention. When you take time to reflect in solitude, you become more selective about where you invest your time and energy, ensuring that it aligns with your values and long-term goals. A powerful exercise in solitude is asking yourself deep, meaningful questions. Questions like, what do I truly want? What is holding me back? And how can I improve? Create space for profound self-discovery. The more you ask yourself these questions in quiet reflection, the more insight you gain into your own life. Solitude prepares you for life's challenges. When you are comfortable being alone, you develop inner strength that helps you handle adversity with greater confidence. Instead of relying on external validation, you build resilience from within, making you more adaptable in difficult situations. Many people search for happiness externally, but solitude reveals that true fulfillment comes from within. When you spend time in reflection, you realize that happiness is not found in external achievements or relationships. It is created in your own mind. This awareness allows you to cultivate inner peace regardless of outside circumstances. At its core, solitude is about self-mastery. It is the practice of understanding yourself, setting clear intentions, and taking control of your thoughts and emotions. When you make solitude and reflection a regular part of your life, you gain the clarity, wisdom, and confidence needed to shape your future on your own terms. Embrace solitude, and you will discover the greatest source of strength, the one that comes from within. Chapter 9. Reprogramming your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is like the operating system of your brain. It controls your beliefs, habits, and automatic reactions without you even realizing it. Most of the thoughts and behaviors you experience daily are shaped by subconscious programming that has been built over years. To change your life, you must first reprogram the way your mind works. Many of your beliefs were formed in childhood. What you heard, saw, and experienced as a child created the foundation of your subconscious mind. If you were told that success is difficult, money is hard to earn, or that you are not good enough, these beliefs may still be influencing your actions today. The good news is that any belief can be rewritten. The first step in reprogramming your subconscious mind is identifying limiting beliefs. Pay attention to the negative thoughts that automatically arise when you face challenges. Do you immediately think, "I can't do this," or "I'm not smart enough"? These thoughts are not facts. They are subconscious patterns that can be changed. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools for subconscious reprogramming. When you repeatedly imagine yourself achieving a goal, your brain starts to believe it is possible. Athletes, entrepreneurs, and successful individuals use visualization techniques to train their minds for success before it happens in reality. Affirmations are another effective way to shift subconscious beliefs. When you repeat positive statements like, "I am capable," "I attract success," or "I deserve happiness," your brain starts to accept these thoughts as truth. The key is consistency. Affirmations must be repeated daily to create lasting changes. Your subconscious mind does not distinguish between real and imagined experiences. This is why negative self-talk is so damaging. It reinforces limiting beliefs as if they were true. Instead of saying, "I'll never succeed," replace it with, "I am learning and growing every day." Your words shape your subconscious reality. Emotional triggers reveal subconscious programming. If certain situations make you feel anxious, fearful, or unworthy, it is a sign that an old belief is influencing you. Instead of reacting automatically, pause and question the belief behind the emotion. This awareness helps you break free from old programming. Repetition is the key to reprogramming. The subconscious mind learns through repeated exposure. Just as bad habits are formed through repetition, new empowering beliefs require consistent reinforcement. The more you feed your mind with positive thoughts, the stronger they become. Meditation helps access the subconscious mind. When you quiet your thoughts and enter a relaxed state, your subconscious becomes more receptive to new beliefs. Guided meditations with affirmations or visualizations can accelerate the process of mental reprogramming. Calmness allows new ideas to take root. Your subconscious mind responds to emotions more than logic. If you attach strong emotions to a belief, it becomes deeply embedded. This is why past trauma, heartbreak, or failure often leave lasting mental imprints. By consciously associating positive emotions with new beliefs, you can overwrite old fears. Exposure to new environments and experiences helps reprogram your mind. Stepping out of your comfort zone challenges old beliefs and forces your brain to adapt. If you have always believed, "I'm not good at public speaking," putting yourself in speaking situations rewires that belief. Action accelerates mental transformation. Gratitude rewires your subconscious for abundance. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, your brain starts to expect positive outcomes. Gratitude shifts your subconscious programming from scarcity to abundance, making success and happiness feel natural rather than out of reach. Your daily habits reflect your subconscious conditioning. If you procrastinate, avoid challenges, or engage in negative self-talk, it is because your mind has been trained that way. Changing small habits, waking up earlier, exercising, speaking positively, gradually reprograms your entire mindset. One of the biggest barriers to reprogramming is resistance to change. Your subconscious mind prefers familiarity even if it is unhealthy. This is why people stay in toxic relationships, fear success, or struggle with self-doubt. Recognizing this resistance allows you to push through it and create lasting change. Rewriting subconscious patterns requires patience. You did not develop limiting beliefs overnight, and they will not disappear instantly. But with consistent effort, your brain begins to accept new beliefs as its default setting. Persistence is the key to transformation. Your subconscious mind absorbs information from everything around you. The books you read, the people you interact with, and the content you consume shape your internal programming. Surrounding yourself with positive influences strengthens empowering beliefs and weakens limiting ones. Deep breathing exercises can reset your subconscious mind. Breathing techniques such as diaphragmatic breathing or alternate nostril breathing create a sense of calm. When you are relaxed, your brain is more receptive to positive suggestions and affirmations. Calmness opens the door to change. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for subconscious reprogramming. Holding on to resentment and anger reinforces negative emotional patterns. When you release old pain, you free up mental space for new, empowering beliefs. Letting go is essential for personal transformation. The subconscious mind thrives on routine. Creating a morning and nighttime routine that includes affirmations, visualization, and meditation reinforces positive beliefs. Small daily habits build into powerful subconscious transformations over time. Your routine shapes your mindset. At its core, reprogramming your subconscious mind is about taking control of your thoughts. You are not a victim of old beliefs. You have the power to rewrite them. By intentionally choosing positive thoughts, habits, and influences, you shape a subconscious mind that works for you, not against you. Your mind is your most powerful tool. Train it wisely. Reprogramming your subconscious mind is like upgrading old software on a computer. If your mind is running on outdated beliefs that no longer serve you, you will keep experiencing the same limitations. By consciously choosing new thoughts and reinforcing them, you install a new mental framework that aligns with success and growth. Your subconscious mind works 24/7, even when you are asleep. This is why your thoughts before bed are so important. If you go to sleep worrying or thinking negatively, your subconscious absorbs that energy. Ending your day with positive affirmations or gratitude can train your brain to expect better outcomes. The way you talk to yourself directly shapes your subconscious beliefs. Every time you say, "I can't," "I'm not good enough," or "I always fail," you reinforce limiting beliefs. Start replacing these phrases with statements like, "I am learning," "I am capable," and I improve every day. Your self-talk determines your reality. Your subconscious mind loves repetition. The more often you expose yourself to a belief, the stronger it becomes. This is why advertising works. They repeat messages so frequently that they become embedded in your mind. Use this same strategy to reprogram yourself with positive beliefs. The subconscious is deeply influenced by your emotions. If you attach strong positive emotions to a new belief, your mind will accept it faster. Instead of just saying, "I am successful," feel what success would be like. Emotion makes affirmations more powerful and speeds up mental transformation. The subconscious does not respond well to force. It responds best to consistency. If you try to force yourself to believe something overnight, you may face resistance. Instead, introduce new thoughts gently and reinforce them daily. Over time, your brain will accept them as natural truths. Your physical body is also connected to your subconscious programming. If you often feel tired, anxious, or tense, these could be signs of subconscious stress or negative beliefs weighing you down. Regular exercise, deep breathing, and body relaxation techniques can help release stored mental blocks. Your subconscious mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant and nurture will grow. If you constantly feed it with worry, doubt, and negativity, those thoughts will dominate. But if you plant seeds of confidence, success, and gratitude, your mind will naturally shift toward positivity and abundance. Surrounding yourself with positive environments strengthens subconscious reprogramming. Your brain absorbs the energy and messages around you, whether you realize it or not. Being in uplifting spaces, listening to empowering content, and engaging with supportive people helps reinforce new mental patterns. Music and sound frequencies can also influence subconscious reprogramming. Certain sounds, like binaural beats or calming nature sounds, put your brain in a relaxed state where it absorbs affirmations more effectively. Listening to high-frequency, uplifting music can also shift your emotional state and thought patterns. Fear is one of the biggest obstacles in subconscious reprogramming. If a new belief makes you uncomfortable, it's a sign that your subconscious is resisting change. Instead of avoiding that discomfort, lean into it. Growth happens when you push past mental resistance. Practicing self-awareness is crucial in reprogramming your mind. Pay attention to recurring negative thoughts and ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Often, old fears and insecurities have no real basis in reality. Once you identify them, you can choose to let them go. Your subconscious mind responds powerfully to visualization. The more vividly you imagine your desired reality, the more your brain accepts it as possible. See yourself succeeding, feeling confident, and achieving your goals. The clearer your vision, the more your subconscious will work to make it real. Reprogramming your mind also involves letting go of past mental conditioning. Many people hold on to beliefs they inherited from family, culture, or society without questioning them. If a belief does not serve your growth, you have the power to replace it with one that does. Your mind, your rules. Consistency is more important than intensity in subconscious reprogramming. You don't need to do hours of affirmations or visualization each day. Even a few minutes of positive reinforcement, done daily, will create lasting change over time. Small habits lead to big transformations. Every thought you think sends a message to your subconscious. If you want to reprogram your mind, you must be mindful of the thoughts you entertain. Instead of dwelling on problems, focus on solutions. Instead of thinking about what could go wrong, train your mind to see what could go right. The subconscious thrives on patterns. If you always react to stress the same way, by worrying, doubting yourself, or procrastinating, your brain will keep repeating that pattern. Breaking these cycles requires conscious effort. Every time you choose a new response, you weaken the old pattern and create a healthier one. Meditation is one of the fastest ways to access and reprogram the subconscious. When you quiet your conscious mind, you can plant new ideas deep into your subconscious. Using guided meditations focused on confidence, abundance, or self-love can help shift your inner programming more effectively. You are always programming your subconscious. The question is, are you doing it intentionally? If you let the world, social media, and external influences shape your beliefs, your subconscious will reflect those messages. Take control of your mental programming by consciously choosing what you allow into your mind. At the core of subconscious reprogramming is belief. If you don't believe change is possible, your mind will resist it. The moment you decide that you are capable of rewiring your thoughts, you set the foundation for transformation. Your subconscious mind is limitless. Train it to work in your favor, and there will be no limit to what you can achieve. Chapter 10. The Science of Letting Go. Letting go is one of the most powerful yet challenging things to do. Whether it's past mistakes, emotional pain, toxic relationships, or limiting beliefs, holding on keeps you stuck in a cycle of negativity. The science of letting go is about understanding how your mind processes attachments and learning how to release them in a way that brings peace, clarity, and emotional freedom. Your brain is wired to hold on to familiar patterns. Even when something is harmful, your mind resists change because it seeks comfort in the known. This is why people stay in unhealthy relationships, replay painful memories, or fear change. Letting go requires consciously breaking these mental loops and creating new, healthier thought patterns. One of the biggest reasons letting go feels difficult is emotional attachment. Your brain links strong emotions to people, experiences, and beliefs, making them feel like part of your identity. But just because something was part of your past does not mean it has to define your future. Releasing attachments frees you to create new, positive experiences. The science of neuroplasticity shows that your brain can rewire itself. If you have conditioned yourself to hold on to pain, regret, or resentment, you can also train your brain to release these emotions. Practicing gratitude, mindfulness, and self-compassion helps shift your mindset and make letting go easier. Letting go does not mean forgetting. It means accepting what happened and choosing not to let it control your present and future. Many people resist moving on because they think it invalidates their past experiences, but in reality, it simply allows them to move forward with wisdom and strength. Emotional pain is stored in the body as well as the mind. Holding on to anger, guilt, or sadness can manifest as stress, tension, or even illness. Scientific studies show that practicing forgiveness, deep breathing, and meditation can physically release stored trauma and improve overall well-being. The brain naturally seeks closure, which is why unfinished situations or unresolved emotions create stress. Letting go becomes easier when you accept that closure is something you create for yourself, not something you always get from others. Releasing expectations helps break the cycle of waiting for external validation. Your thoughts shape your reality, and holding on to negativity keeps you trapped in a loop. The more you focus on what went wrong, the stronger those neural pathways become. By shifting your focus to solutions, opportunities, and gratitude, you weaken the grip of past pain and create space for growth. Fear is a major barrier to letting go. Many people fear the unknown, thinking that if they release a relationship, job, or belief, they will be left with nothing. But in reality, letting go often opens the door to something better. Trusting that life has more to offer helps make the process less intimidating. Your subconscious mind plays a huge role in emotional attachment. It holds on to painful experiences as a way of protecting you from future harm. However, this protection often leads to emotional walls, anxiety, and difficulty moving forward. Conscious reprogramming helps train your mind to release fear and embrace change. Letting go is not a one-time decision, it is a practice. Just as habits are built over time, releasing emotional weight requires continuous effort. The more you remind yourself to focus on the present and release the past, the easier it becomes to detach from what no longer serves you. Journaling is a scientifically proven way to process emotions and let go. Writing down your thoughts allows you to express, understand, and release them rather than keeping them bottled up. Seeing your thoughts on paper also helps you detach from them, making them feel less overwhelming. Meditation and mindfulness help train the brain to let go. When you practice observing your thoughts without attachment, you develop the ability to distance yourself from negative emotions. Over time, this makes it easier to let go of pain, regrets, and limiting beliefs. Breathing exercises activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps your body and mind relax. Simple techniques like deep breathing, box breathing, or progressive muscle relaxation reduce stress and create a sense of inner peace. These tools help release emotional tension and make letting go feel more natural. Letting go of toxic relationships is one of the hardest but most necessary things for mental well-being. Science shows that unhealthy relationships increase cortisol levels, leading to chronic stress. Surrounding yourself with positive, supportive people helps rewire your brain for healthier emotional patterns. Forgiveness is a powerful way to release emotional burdens. Studies show that holding on to resentment negatively impacts mental and physical health. Forgiving does not mean excusing bad behavior, it means choosing peace over pain and reclaiming control over your emotions. Gratitude is scientifically linked to emotional healing. Focusing on what you appreciate shifts your brain's wiring from stress and negativity to positivity and abundance. When you train yourself to see the good, it becomes easier to release what no longer benefits you. Releasing perfectionism is a key part of letting go. Many people hold on to unrealistic standards for themselves, fearing failure or judgment. Accepting that mistakes are part of growth helps free you from the pressure of needing everything to be perfect. Movement and exercise help release emotional energy stored in the body. Physical activity, whether it's yoga, running, or dancing, reduces stress hormones and boosts mood-enhancing chemicals. Moving your body helps process emotions and makes letting go feel more tangible. At its core, letting go is about trust. Trusting that you can handle whatever comes next. Trusting that the past does not define you. Trusting that new opportunities will replace what you have released. The science of letting go proves that with the right mindset and practices, you can free yourself from mental burdens and step into a life of clarity, peace, and possibility. Letting go is not about weakness, it's about strength. It takes immense courage to release something that has been part of your identity for a long time. Whether it's a toxic habit, a painful memory, or an unhealthy relationship, letting go requires trusting yourself enough to move forward without it. Your brain craves familiarity, even if it's harmful. This is why people often stay stuck in repetitive cycles, because breaking free feels uncomfortable. But growth is always on the other side of discomfort. When you let go of something that no longer serves you, you create space for something better. Letting go starts with acceptance. Resisting reality only causes more suffering. The more you fight against the past or try to change things beyond your control, the more stress you create. True peace comes from accepting what is and focusing on what you can control. Your subconscious mind is wired to protect you from pain. Sometimes it holds on to past hurts because it believes remembering them will prevent future mistakes. However, this often does more harm than good. Releasing emotional baggage does not mean forgetting. It means freeing yourself from unnecessary suffering. One of the best ways to let go is through self-reflection. Ask yourself, what am I holding on to and why? Sometimes we cling to things out of habit, fear, or unresolved emotions. When you identify the root cause, it becomes easier to release it. The people you surround yourself with influence your ability to let go. If you are constantly reminded of past pain, drama, or negativity, moving on becomes harder. Choosing a supportive environment makes the process of emotional release smoother and more effective. Fear of the unknown often keeps people from letting go. Many people hold on to familiar pain rather than step into unfamiliar freedom. But the unknown is where new opportunities exist. Instead of fearing what's ahead, trust that life will bring you something even better. Letting go of self-judgment is just as important as releasing external attachments. Many people replay their past mistakes and criticize themselves endlessly, but self-compassion is essential for growth. Forgive yourself, learn the lesson, and move forward. The mind often replays painful memories because it seeks resolution. But some situations will never provide the closure you expect. The key is to create closure for yourself by choosing peace, acceptance, and detachment from what you cannot change. Letting go does not mean suppressing emotions. It means acknowledging them, feeling them, and then choosing not to let them control you. Bottling up emotions leads to more suffering, but processing them in a healthy way allows true healing. Releasing limiting beliefs is a crucial part of letting go. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm not good enough," "I'll never succeed," or "things will never change," your subconscious mind will reinforce these beliefs. Replacing them with empowering thoughts rewires your mindset for growth. The law of detachment states that the less you chase something, the more easily it flows into your life. When you release desperation and attachment to outcomes, you make room for better possibilities. Letting go does not mean giving up. It means trusting the process. Mindfulness plays a key role in letting go. When you practice being fully present, you stop dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Focusing on the now helps you detach from unnecessary mental burdens and find peace in the present moment. Letting go also involves breaking free from toxic cycles. If you repeatedly find yourself in the same negative situations, it's a sign that something needs to change. Recognizing these patterns and making different choices helps you break free from old habits and create a new reality. A helpful way to let go is to physically release things that carry emotional weight. Decluttering your space, deleting old messages, or letting go of objects tied to painful memories can create a sense of mental relief. Your external environment reflects your internal state. Sleep is essential for emotional release. During deep sleep, your brain processes emotions and helps you subconsciously let go of stress. Poor sleep can keep emotional pain stuck in your system, making it harder to heal. Prioritizing rest helps your mind reset. Breathing techniques can help with emotional release. Deep breathing exercises signal to your brain that it's safe to relax. When you feel overwhelmed, practicing slow, intentional breathing can shift your emotional state and make letting go easier. Music and movement can also help with emotional detox. Listening to uplifting music or engaging in physical activities like dancing, running, or yoga can release stored emotional energy. Movement helps shake off negativity and makes the process of letting go feel lighter. Sometimes, the hardest thing to let go of is expectations. Many people suffer because they hold on to how they thought life should be. But clinging to expectations only creates frustration. Embracing life as it is allows you to experience joy without unnecessary resistance. At its core, letting go is about trusting yourself and life. It's about believing that you are strong enough to handle change, resilient enough to heal, and open enough to welcome new opportunities. The more you let go, the more space you create for happiness, peace, and growth. Chapter 11. Decluttering your physical space for mental peace. Your environment has a direct impact on your mind. A cluttered space often leads to a cluttered mind, making it harder to focus, relax, and feel at ease. When your surroundings are filled with unnecessary items, your brain must constantly process visual distractions, leading to stress and mental exhaustion. Decluttering your physical space is a powerful way to create mental clarity and emotional balance. Scientific research has shown that physical clutter increases cortisol levels, the hormone responsible for stress. When your home or workspace is messy, your brain perceives it as chaos, making it harder to concentrate. On the other hand, an organized environment promotes feelings of calm, control, and productivity. Clearing your space helps clear your mind. One of the biggest mental benefits of decluttering is reduced decision fatigue. Every item in your space requires some level of attention, whether it's deciding where to store it, how to use it, or whether to clean it. When you eliminate unnecessary belongings, you free up mental energy that can be used for more important tasks. Less clutter means fewer decisions, which leads to greater peace of mind. Decluttering is not just about removing things, it's about making space for what truly matters. When your space is filled with objects you no longer use or need, it prevents you from fully appreciating the things that do bring value to your life. A minimalist approach helps shift your focus from quantity to quality. The process of decluttering can be emotional. Many items in our space hold sentimental value, making it difficult to let them go. However, keeping objects out of guilt or obligation only adds unnecessary weight to your life. Ask yourself, does this item bring me joy, or is it just taking up space? If it no longer serves you, it's okay to release it. A helpful rule in decluttering is the 1-year rule. If you haven't used something in the past year, you likely won't need it in the future. This applies to clothes, kitchen gadgets, books, and other household items. Letting go of unused items creates space for new opportunities and experiences. Decluttering is not just about throwing things away, it's about creating intentional spaces. Instead of filling your home with random objects, design your environment to support your goals, habits, and well-being. A clean, organized space makes it easier to feel motivated and focused. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary for rest and relaxation. If your sleep space is cluttered with laundry, electronics, or work materials, your mind associates it with stress instead of rest. Keeping your bedroom minimal, cozy, and free of distractions improves sleep quality and overall well-being. Workspaces should be designed for focus and productivity. A messy desk can make it harder to concentrate and feel motivated. Organizing your workspace, minimizing distractions, and keeping only essential items on your desk help create a mental environment that supports deep work and creativity. Decluttering also applies to digital spaces. Your phone, computer, and email inbox can become cluttered with unnecessary apps, files, and notifications. Deleting unused apps, organizing files, and turning off non-essential notifications reduces digital stress and improves focus. Many people struggle with decluttering because of the just-in-case mindset. They keep items they don't use because they think they might need them someday. While some items are practical to keep, most things that sit untouched for years only add unnecessary clutter. Trust that you will have what you need when you need it. Donation is a great way to let go of clutter while helping others. Many unused clothes, books, and household items can benefit someone else. Knowing that your items are going to a good cause makes it easier to release them without guilt. Decluttering can be done gradually. You don't have to organize everything in one day. Breaking the process into small, manageable steps, such as decluttering one room at a time, makes it less overwhelming and more sustainable. Start with a single drawer, shelf, or closet, and build momentum from there. Mindful shopping is a crucial part of maintaining a clutter-free space. If you constantly bring new items into your home without letting go of old ones, clutter will quickly return. Before buying something, ask yourself, do I truly need this? Will it add value to my life? Being intentional with purchases prevents unnecessary accumulation. The KonMari method, popularized by Marie Kondo, suggests keeping only the items that spark joy. This approach encourages a deep emotional connection with your belongings, helping you appreciate what you own while letting go of what no longer serves you. A joy-filled space leads to a joy-filled mind. Decluttering is a great way to reset your life. When you remove physical clutter, you also release mental and emotional clutter. This process helps you feel lighter, more in control, and ready to welcome new opportunities with an open heart and mind. A well-organized home creates a sense of stability. When everything has its place, you don't waste time searching for things or feeling overwhelmed by mess. This structure makes daily life smoother and reduces unnecessary stress. Your space should be a source of peace, not chaos. Clutter often accumulates due to procrastination. Small tasks like putting things away, sorting papers, or organizing a shelf can pile up over time. Developing simple habits, like tidying up for 10 minutes each day, prevents clutter from building and keeps your space consistently peaceful. Minimalism is not about having less. It's about having more of what truly matters. When you remove distractions, you make room for meaningful experiences, deeper connections, and a clearer mind. The less time you spend managing clutter, the more time you have for things that bring you joy. At its core, decluttering is about creating an environment that supports your well-being. Your space should reflect the life you want to live. By intentionally designing your surroundings to promote peace, productivity, and happiness, you create a mental and emotional state that aligns with clarity and success. A clear space leads to a clear mind. Decluttering is an ongoing process, not a one-time event. If you clean your space once but continue accumulating unnecessary items, the clutter will eventually return. The key to long-term mental peace is maintaining a habit of regular organization and mindful consumption. When you make decluttering a lifestyle, your space remains a source of calm and clarity. Your environment shapes your daily habits. If your space is filled with distractions, you will struggle to stay focused and productive. On the other hand, a clean, organized environment naturally encourages better habits such as mindfulness, efficiency, and creativity. Your surroundings influence your actions more than you realize. Letting go of unnecessary possessions creates space for new opportunities. Many people hold on to things from the past because they fear losing their identity or security. However, clearing your space allows you to welcome fresh experiences, ideas, and relationships that align with your growth. Decluttering is a symbolic act of making room for what's next. A clutter-free space reduces anxiety. Studies show that messy environments increase stress levels because they create a sense of unfinished tasks and disorder. When everything is in its place, your mind feels lighter and you can focus on the present moment without distraction. Mental clarity begins with physical clarity. Organizing your home helps establish a sense of control. When life feels overwhelming, taking small actions, like tidying a room or arranging a workspace, gives you a sense of order and accomplishment. This positive momentum can help you regain confidence and motivation to tackle bigger challenges. Clutter can be emotionally draining because it represents unmade decisions. Every item you keep is a choice, and when your space is filled with unnecessary things, your brain constantly processes those unresolved choices. Decluttering simplifies your mental load and frees up energy for more important matters. Creating a minimalist space does not mean living without comfort or personality. It simply means curating your belongings so that everything in your home serves a purpose or brings joy. A thoughtfully arranged space enhances both aesthetics and emotional well-being. Less clutter means more room for what truly matters. The act of decluttering can be deeply therapeutic. As you let go of old clothes, papers, and objects, you also release emotional baggage associated with them. Many people find that after organizing their space, they feel a renewed sense of clarity and emotional relief. A tidy space often leads to a refreshed mind. Physical clutter can reflect internal struggles. If your home is disorganized, it may be a sign that you are feeling overwhelmed or emotionally unsettled. By taking steps to clean and organize, you gain a sense of control over both your space and your emotions. External order supports internal balance. Simplifying your space makes daily routines more efficient. When everything has a designated place, you waste less time searching for things, cleaning unnecessary items, or feeling overwhelmed by mess. A well-organized environment reduces stress and makes everyday life smoother. Decluttering encourages gratitude. When you appreciate what you already have, you become more mindful about what you bring into your space. Instead of constantly seeking new things, you learn to find joy in simplicity and quality over quantity. Gratitude transforms your relationship with material possessions. One of the easiest ways to prevent clutter is to adopt a one-in, one-out rule. For every new item you bring into your home, remove an old one. This ensures that you are not accumulating unnecessary things and that everything in your space remains intentional. Decluttering extends beyond physical objects. It also includes your commitments. Overloading your schedule with too many obligations can feel just as suffocating as a cluttered home. Simplifying your calendar and focusing on what truly matters creates mental peace and a more balanced life. A tidy space promotes better sleep. Research shows that people who sleep in organized bedrooms tend to experience deeper, more restful sleep. When your sleeping environment is peaceful and free of distractions, your brain relaxes more easily, leading to improved well-being. Decluttering fosters a sense of accomplishment. Even small progress, such as organizing a drawer or clearing a surface, can give you a boost of motivation. Completing these small tasks builds momentum, making it easier to tackle larger projects and create lasting change. Your digital space also affects your mental clarity. Unsorted emails, excessive notifications, and disorganized files can create mental clutter just like physical mess. Taking time to clean up your digital life, such as deleting old files and organizing folders, improves focus and reduces distractions. Decluttering is a form of self-care. By creating an environment that supports peace and productivity, you are prioritizing your mental well-being. When your space feels calm and inviting, it becomes a place where you can recharge, reflect, and thrive. Your home should be a sanctuary, not a source of stress. The process of letting go teaches valuable life lessons. You learn to release attachment, trust that you have enough, and focus on what truly enriches your life. These lessons extend beyond physical decluttering. They influence how you approach relationships, goals, and personal growth. A minimalist approach helps you focus on experiences rather than possessions. Instead of filling your home with objects, you invest in meaningful activities, travel, and personal development. By shifting your mindset from material accumulation to life enrichment, you cultivate deeper fulfillment. At its core, decluttering is about creating harmony between your space and your mind. When your environment supports your goals and well-being, you feel more aligned with your purpose. By regularly clearing out what no longer serves you, you make space for new opportunities, ideas, and happiness. A clear space leads to a clear mind and a clearer path to success. Chapter 12. Nutrition and Lifestyle for a Clear Mind. The food you eat and the lifestyle you live have a profound impact on your mental clarity. Your brain requires specific nutrients to function optimally, and your daily habits determine how effectively it processes thoughts, emotions, and decisions. A well-balanced diet and a mindful lifestyle can help you improve focus, reduce stress, and enhance overall mental well-being. One of the most important aspects of brain health is hydration. Your brain is made up of nearly 75% water, and even mild dehydration can lead to fatigue, brain fog, and difficulty concentrating. Drinking enough water throughout the day keeps your brain sharp and your energy levels stable. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water daily to maintain optimal mental function. Healthy fats play a crucial role in brain performance. Omega-3 fatty acids found in foods like salmon, walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds are essential for memory and cognitive function. These healthy fats help protect brain cells and support communication between neurons, reducing the risk of cognitive decline. Refined sugars and processed foods can negatively impact mental clarity. Consuming too much sugar causes blood sugar spikes and crashes, leading to mood swings, fatigue, and difficulty focusing. Replacing sugary snacks with whole foods like fruits, nuts, and seeds provides sustained energy and better brain function. Protein is essential for neurotransmitter production. Amino acids from protein-rich foods like eggs, lean meats, legumes, and tofu help your brain produce dopamine and serotonin, chemicals that regulate mood, motivation, and focus. Without adequate protein, mental energy and cognitive performance may decline. Leafy greens and vegetables support brain health. Spinach, kale, and broccoli are packed with antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that reduce inflammation and support cognitive function. These foods provide essential nutrients that protect brain cells from damage and promote long-term mental clarity. Gut health is directly linked to brain function. Your gut contains billions of bacteria that influence neurotransmitter production and mental health. Eating probiotic-rich foods like yogurt, kimchi, and sauerkraut helps balance gut bacteria, reducing anxiety and improving focus. A healthy gut leads to a healthy mind. Exercise is one of the most effective ways to boost brain function. Physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, enhances memory, and releases endorphins that reduce stress. Even moderate movement like walking or yoga can improve mood, creativity, and mental clarity. Quality sleep is essential for a sharp mind. During sleep, your brain clears out toxins, consolidates memories, and resets for the next day. Poor sleep impairs focus, increases stress, and slows down cognitive function. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of restful sleep each night to support mental clarity. Intermittent fasting can enhance mental performance. Fasting allows the brain to repair itself and improves focus by reducing inflammation and increasing brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that supports learning and memory. Many successful people use fasting as a tool for enhanced mental energy. Mindful eating improves brain function. Eating slowly and focusing on your food allows your body to digest nutrients more efficiently, reducing stress and improving digestion. Avoid distractions like screens or stressful conversations while eating to fully absorb the benefits of your meals. Caffeine can be beneficial when used mindfully. Coffee and tea contain antioxidants and compounds that improve focus and alertness. However, excessive caffeine can lead to anxiety, jitters, and energy crashes. Consuming caffeine in moderation and avoiding it late in the day supports better brain health. Adaptogens and herbal teas can help balance the mind. Ashwagandha, ginseng, and rhodiola reduce stress and enhance cognitive function. Herbal teas like chamomile and peppermint promote relaxation, while green tea provides gentle stimulation without the crash of coffee. Sunlight exposure supports brain health. Vitamin D, which your body produces from sunlight, plays a crucial role in mood regulation and cognitive function. Spending time outside, especially in the morning, can improve mental clarity, reduce depression, and regulate sleep cycles. Reducing screen time protects cognitive function. Excessive exposure to digital devices can lead to mental fatigue, eye strain, and decreased attention span. Taking breaks from screens and practicing the 20-20-20 rule, looking away every 20 minutes for 20 seconds at something 20 feet away, helps maintain focus. Breathing exercises improve mental clarity. Techniques like diaphragmatic breathing, box breathing, and alternate nostril breathing increase oxygen flow to the brain, reducing stress and enhancing focus. Deep breathing also helps regulate emotions and promotes a sense of calm. Social connections impact brain health. Engaging in meaningful conversations, laughing, and spending time with loved ones releases oxytocin, a hormone that enhances mood and mental clarity. Strong relationships improve overall well-being and help protect against cognitive decline. Reducing alcohol consumption benefits the brain. Excessive alcohol intake disrupts neurotransmitter balance, impairs memory, and slows cognitive function. Limiting alcohol and choosing brain-boosting drinks like herbal teas or infused water supports long-term mental health. Creative activities stimulate brain growth. Engaging in hobbies like painting, writing, playing an instrument, or solving puzzles strengthens neural connections and enhances problem-solving skills. Creativity is a powerful tool for mental clarity and cognitive longevity. At its core, nutrition and lifestyle choices shape your mental performance. By nourishing your body with the right foods, staying active, getting quality sleep, and practicing mindfulness, you create the foundation for a clear, focused, and resilient mind. A healthy brain leads to a healthier, more fulfilling life. The connection between diet and mental clarity is stronger than most people realize. Every meal you eat is either fueling your brain or slowing it down. When you choose whole, nutrient-dense foods over processed ones, you give your brain the energy and support it needs to function at its highest potential. Skipping meals can negatively affect your focus and productivity. When your body lacks proper fuel, your brain struggles to maintain energy, leading to brain fog and irritability. Eating balanced meals at regular intervals helps maintain stable blood sugar levels, keeping your mind sharp and your mood steady. Magnesium is an essential mineral for brain function. It plays a critical role in reducing stress, improving sleep quality, and enhancing cognitive function. Foods rich in magnesium, such as almonds, dark chocolate, spinach, and bananas, can help support a calm and focused mind. Antioxidant-rich foods help protect brain cells from damage. Berries, dark chocolate, nuts, and green tea contain antioxidants that fight oxidative stress, which is linked to cognitive decline and memory loss. Including these foods in your diet helps maintain long-term brain health. Too much salt can negatively impact cognitive function. High sodium intake is linked to high blood pressure, which can reduce blood flow to the brain and affect memory. Reducing processed foods and focusing on natural seasonings like herbs and spices helps maintain brain function and overall health. Balanced blood sugar is key to mental performance. Sudden spikes and drops in blood sugar can cause mood swings, lack of concentration, and fatigue. Eating protein, healthy fats, and fiber with every meal helps stabilize blood sugar and keep your brain functioning smoothly throughout the day. Spending time in nature enhances mental clarity. Walking in green spaces, breathing fresh air, and soaking in natural sunlight help reduce stress hormones and improve mood. Nature has a grounding effect that refreshes the mind and improves overall cognitive performance. Chewing your food properly aids digestion and brain health. Rushing through meals and swallowing food too quickly can lead to bloating and discomfort, which diverts energy away from mental focus. Taking time to chew thoroughly allows for better absorption of nutrients, fueling both your body and mind. A structured daily routine supports brain efficiency. Having set times for waking up, eating, exercising, and sleeping helps regulate your body's internal clock. A well-organized lifestyle minimizes stress and enhances mental clarity by reducing decision fatigue and improving productivity. Mindful movement, such as yoga or Tai Chi, benefits both the body and mind. These practices promote relaxation, improve circulation, and enhance brain function by reducing stress. The combination of movement and mindfulness strengthens the connection between physical and mental well-being. Laughter is a natural brain booster. Laughing releases dopamine and endorphins, which improve mood, creativity, and problem-solving abilities. Surrounding yourself with humor, whether through books, movies, or social interactions, keeps your mind light and energized. Setting screen time boundaries improves focus. Excessive screen use overstimulates the brain and makes it harder to concentrate on meaningful tasks. Taking breaks from digital devices and limiting exposure to blue light in the evening supports better cognitive function and restful sleep. Cooking at home enhances mental wellness. Preparing your own meals allows you to control ingredients and prioritize nutrient-dense foods. Cooking can also be a meditative practice that helps you slow down and engage with your senses, reducing stress and improving overall well-being. Practicing gratitude benefits brain chemistry. Gratitude shifts focus from negativity to positivity, reducing stress and increasing serotonin levels. Keeping a gratitude journal or taking a few moments each day to reflect on positive experiences improves mood and mental clarity. Decluttering your diet is just as important as decluttering your space. Removing processed foods, excess sugar, and artificial additives from your meals helps improve digestion, mood, and cognitive function. A clean diet supports a clean mind, allowing you to think more clearly and stay focused. Stretching and body mobility exercises enhance circulation. Poor circulation can lead to sluggish thinking and fatigue. Gentle stretching, especially after long periods of sitting, helps increase oxygen flow to the brain, improving alertness and reducing stress. Consuming fermented foods supports brain health. Foods like kefir, kimchi, miso, and kombucha contain probiotics that improve gut health, which in turn supports mental clarity. The gut and brain are closely linked, and a healthy digestive system leads to a more balanced mind. Reading and lifelong learning keep your brain sharp. Engaging in intellectual activities such as reading books, solving puzzles, or learning new skills strengthens neural pathways. Keeping the brain active reduces the risk of cognitive decline and enhances problem-solving abilities. Mindful breathing during meals improves digestion. Eating in a relaxed state allows the body to properly break down and absorb nutrients. Taking deep breaths before and after meals helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system, promoting better digestion and mental focus. At the heart of a clear mind is a balanced lifestyle. A diet rich in whole foods, an active body, a rested brain, and a mindful approach to daily habits create the foundation for optimal cognitive function. By prioritizing nutrition and wellness, you cultivate a life of clarity, energy, and lasting mental strength. Chapter 13. The Role of Gratitude and Positive Thinking. Gratitude is one of the most powerful mental tools you can develop. It shifts your focus from what is missing in your life to what is already present, creating a mindset of abundance rather than lack. By training yourself to appreciate the little things, you strengthen neural pathways that promote happiness, resilience, and emotional balance. Positive thinking is not about ignoring reality, it's about choosing how you respond to it. When you face challenges with a mindset of growth and possibility, you reframe obstacles as opportunities to learn. This shift in perspective helps you stay motivated and reduces the impact of stress on your mental health. Scientific studies show that practicing gratitude rewires the brain. Regularly expressing appreciation increases dopamine and serotonin levels, which enhance mood and overall well-being. Over time, this rewiring makes it easier for your brain to focus on positive experiences rather than dwell on negativity. Gratitude and positive thinking improve resilience. Life will always have difficulties, but those who cultivate gratitude tend to recover from setbacks more quickly. Instead of getting stuck in frustration, they focus on solutions and the lessons that come with every experience. A gratitude journal is a simple but powerful tool. Writing down 3 things you are grateful for each day trains your brain to recognize positive moments more easily. This daily habit strengthens optimism and helps create a long-term shift toward a more fulfilling mindset. The words you use shape your reality. If you constantly say, "I'm unlucky," or "nothing ever works for me," your mind will reinforce those beliefs. But when you choose empowering words like, "I am capable," or "opportunities are everywhere," your brain begins to align with those truths. Surrounding yourself with positive influences reinforces gratitude and optimism. The people you interact with daily impact your thoughts, emotions, and energy. Choosing to engage with uplifting individuals who encourage growth will help reinforce a mindset of gratitude. Mindfulness enhances the power of gratitude. When you fully experience the present moment, you become more aware of the small blessings around you, like the warmth of the sun, a kind smile, or a good conversation. Being present makes gratitude more natural and automatic. Gratitude helps reduce stress and anxiety. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, your mind becomes calmer and more centered. This shift decreases overthinking and helps you maintain emotional stability, even in difficult situations. Positive thinking strengthens problem-solving skills. When you believe challenges can be overcome, your brain works harder to find creative solutions. Those who see obstacles as stepping stones to growth are more likely to succeed in both personal and professional life. Practicing gratitude before sleep improves rest. Reflecting on positive moments from your day signals to your brain that you are safe and at peace. This helps reduce nighttime stress and improves sleep quality, leading to better focus and energy the next day. Expressing gratitude in relationships strengthens bonds. Telling friends, family, or colleagues that you appreciate them fosters deeper connections and mutual respect. Acknowledging others' efforts makes them feel valued and creates a cycle of kindness. The mind thrives on repetition, so daily gratitude practice creates lasting change. Like any habit, consistency is key. The more you train yourself to recognize and appreciate the good in life, the more naturally it becomes a part of your thinking. Optimism increases longevity and overall health. Studies show that individuals with a positive mindset live longer and have lower rates of heart disease and depression. A grateful heart and a hopeful outlook contribute to better emotional and physical well-being. Letting go of negativity makes room for gratitude. Holding on to resentment, jealousy, or frustration blocks your ability to see the good in life. When you choose to release these negative emotions, gratitude naturally fills the space they once occupied. Visualization enhances positive thinking. Picturing your ideal future and focusing on your strengths helps program your brain to move toward your goals. The more vividly you imagine success and fulfillment, the more motivated you become to make it a reality. Laughter and joy amplify the benefits of gratitude. Smiling, laughing, and engaging in activities that bring joy reinforce a positive mindset. Surrounding yourself with humor and lightheartedness helps counteract stress and keeps your mind in a state of appreciation. Practicing gratitude during tough times builds inner strength. It's easy to be grateful when things are going well, but finding gratitude in hardships teaches resilience. Every challenge carries a lesson or an opportunity for growth, and focusing on that helps shift your perspective. Affirmations reinforce positive thinking. Repeating statements like, "I am strong, I am worthy," or "good things are coming my way," trains your brain to believe them. Self-affirmation helps replace doubt with confidence and reinforces an optimistic mindset. At its core, gratitude and positive thinking are about perspective. They do not eliminate life's challenges, but they transform the way you experience them. By choosing to focus on the good, you cultivate a mindset that attracts success, happiness, and deeper fulfillment. A grateful mind is a powerful mind. Gratitude transforms the way you experience life. When you focus on what you have instead of what you lack, your mind shifts from scarcity to abundance. This simple change in perspective can make even the smallest moments feel meaningful, bringing more joy into everyday life. A grateful mind attracts more opportunities. People who practice gratitude tend to have a positive energy that draws others toward them. When you show appreciation for what you already have, you open yourself up to even more success, happiness, and growth. Gratitude rewires your brain to notice the good. The human brain has a negativity bias, meaning it naturally focuses more on problems and risks. However, consistent gratitude practice helps retrain your mind to seek out and focus on positive experiences instead. One of the most effective ways to practice gratitude is through daily reflection. At the end of each day, take a moment to think about 3 things that went well or made you happy. This simple habit reinforces a positive mindset and helps you go to sleep with a sense of contentment. Optimistic thinking reduces fear. When you believe in positive outcomes, you approach challenges with confidence rather than doubt. Instead of fearing failure, you begin to see setbacks as learning experiences that guide you toward success. Gratitude helps you appreciate progress rather than perfection. Many people feel discouraged because they focus on how far they still have to go, rather than how much they have already achieved. Celebrating small victories keeps you motivated and reinforces a growth mindset. Positive thinking strengthens emotional resilience. When you train your mind to find the good in every situation, you build the ability to stay calm and hopeful even during difficult times. This resilience allows you to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease. Gratitude fosters a sense of purpose. When you appreciate what you have, you begin to recognize how you can use your strengths and blessings to help others. This creates a deeper sense of fulfillment and drives you toward meaningful goals. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you constantly think negatively, you will find negativity everywhere. But if you focus on the good, you will naturally attract more positivity into your life. Your mind is like a magnet. What you focus on grows. Expressing gratitude out loud makes it more powerful. Saying thank you to others, even for small things, creates a ripple effect of positivity. When you express appreciation, it not only makes others feel valued, but also reinforces your own mindset of abundance. Keeping a gratitude jar is a fun way to practice appreciation. Each day, write down something you are grateful for and place it in the jar. Over time, seeing a collection of positive experiences helps remind you of how much good exists in your life. Positive thinking makes it easier to take risks. When you believe in yourself and your potential, you become more willing to step out of your comfort zone. Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, you start thinking about everything that could go right. Gratitude increases patience. When you appreciate the present moment, you stop rushing toward the next achievement. This allows you to enjoy the journey instead of constantly feeling like you need to be somewhere else. Acts of kindness amplify gratitude. Helping others reminds you of what you have and reinforces a sense of connection. Whether it's volunteering, giving a compliment, or simply being there for a friend, kindness deepens your appreciation for life. The subconscious mind absorbs gratitude. The more often you practice it, the more it becomes your default way of thinking. Over time, your brain starts to expect positive outcomes, making optimism a natural part of your mindset. Positive thinking enhances creativity. When you are optimistic, you see more possibilities and solutions rather than focusing on problems. A clear, positive mind is more open to inspiration, allowing new ideas to flow more easily. Gratitude helps break the cycle of comparison. Instead of looking at what others have, you start valuing your own journey. Recognizing your unique strengths and progress removes the pressure to compete and allows you to celebrate your own achievements. A gratitude mindset reduces stress-related illnesses. Chronic stress weakens the immune system, increases inflammation, and leads to burnout. By focusing on what is good in your life, you create a sense of inner peace that improves both mental and physical health. Your environment influences your mindset. Surrounding yourself with positivity, whether through uplifting books, supportive friends, or motivational content, helps reinforce gratitude and optimism. The energy around you shapes your thoughts, so choose wisely. At the deepest level, gratitude is a choice. No matter what happens, you always have the power to choose how you respond. Choosing gratitude and positive thinking does not mean ignoring difficulties. It means deciding to focus on hope, solutions, and the good that still exists. A grateful heart leads to a fulfilled life. Chapter 14. Simplify your life to free your mind. Simplicity is the key to mental freedom. When life is cluttered with too many responsibilities, distractions, and unnecessary stress, your mind becomes overwhelmed. By intentionally simplifying different areas of your life, you create space for clarity, focus, and peace. A simple life is not about having less. It's about making room for what truly matters. Eliminating unnecessary commitments reduces mental load. Many people overfill their schedules with tasks and obligations that don't align with their true priorities. Learning to say no and focusing only on what truly adds value helps you regain control over your time and energy. Your possessions affect your mental clarity. Having too many things creates chaos, making it harder to focus and feel at ease. Simplifying your belongings by keeping only what is useful or meaningful helps free your mind from unnecessary distractions. Digital clutter can be just as overwhelming as physical clutter. Endless notifications, emails, and social media distractions consume mental energy. Unsubscribing from unnecessary emails, limiting screen time, and organizing your digital space can greatly improve focus and reduce stress. Simplifying your daily routines creates more efficiency. When you have a structured morning and evening routine, you reduce decision fatigue and make your day run more smoothly. Planning ahead, prioritizing important tasks, and eliminating unnecessary steps help free your mind for creativity and growth. Financial simplicity leads to mental peace. Managing too many expenses, debts, and financial commitments creates anxiety. Simplifying your finances by budgeting, eliminating unnecessary expenses, and focusing on mindful spending reduces stress and brings a sense of security. A minimalist mindset extends to relationships as well. Surrounding yourself with supportive, positive people and distancing yourself from toxic influences simplifies your emotional world. Meaningful connections bring fulfillment, while unnecessary drama drains mental energy. Letting go of perfectionism simplifies your life. Trying to control everything, striving for unrealistic standards, and fearing mistakes only create stress. Accepting that perfection is unattainable allows you to focus on progress, growth, and what truly matters. Meal planning and mindful eating reduce stress. Constantly deciding what to eat, ordering unhealthy fast food, or rushing through meals adds unnecessary pressure. Preparing simple, nutritious meals ahead of time not only saves time, but also promotes better health and mental clarity. Downsizing commitments creates room for personal growth. Many people take on too many projects at once, leaving little time for self-care or passion projects. Simplifying your workload and focusing on fewer, more meaningful goals allows for deeper engagement and higher success. Practicing gratitude simplifies decision-making. When you appreciate what you already have, you stop constantly seeking more. This reduces the pressure to buy, achieve, or prove yourself, creating a more content and peaceful state of mind. Automating repetitive tasks frees up mental energy. Using technology to automate bill payments, set reminders, and schedule daily tasks removes unnecessary mental clutter. The fewer small decisions you need to make, the more focus you have for important matters. Limiting social media improves mental clarity. Constantly consuming online content floods the mind with unnecessary information and comparisons. Setting time limits and being intentional about what you consume online reduces distractions and enhances focus. Creating a clutter-free workspace enhances productivity. A messy desk or workspace makes it harder to concentrate and increases stress. Keeping your environment organized and only having what you need in sight promotes efficiency and mental calm. Focusing on essentialism leads to a simpler life. Instead of trying to do everything, identify what is truly important and eliminate the rest. The principle of less but better helps you direct your time and energy toward what brings the most fulfillment. Reducing multitasking improves mental efficiency. Trying to do too many things at once scatters your focus and reduces the quality of your work. Concentrating on one task at a time enhances productivity and creates a sense of accomplishment. Prioritizing self-care is part of simplifying life. Overloading yourself with responsibilities while neglecting rest, relaxation, and mindfulness leads to burnout. Making time for personal well-being is essential for maintaining mental clarity and balance. Learning to delegate reduces unnecessary stress. Trying to handle everything alone can be exhausting and inefficient. Trusting others to take on tasks, whether at work or home, lightens your load and allows you to focus on higher priority matters. Avoiding unnecessary conflicts simplifies emotional well-being. Getting involved in drama, arguments, or negative discussions consumes valuable mental energy. Choosing peace, walking away from unnecessary disputes, and focusing on positive interactions create a stress-free mindset. At its core, simplifying your life is about intentionality. When you remove distractions, unnecessary commitments, and excess clutter, you create more space for clarity, creativity, and inner peace. A simple life allows you to focus on what truly brings joy, fulfillment, and meaning. Simplicity is about reducing what weighs you down. Many people think simplifying means removing things, but it's actually about focusing on what adds value. When you prioritize what matters and eliminate the rest, your mind becomes clearer and decision-making becomes easier. Time management plays a big role in simplifying life. If your day is filled with unnecessary distractions and obligations, your energy gets drained quickly. Scheduling your tasks wisely and setting aside time for what truly matters allows you to feel in control of your time and mental space. Decluttering your thoughts is just as important as decluttering your space. Negative self-talk, overthinking, and dwelling on the past create mental clutter that prevents clarity. Practicing mindfulness and focusing on the present moment helps create a more peaceful and productive mindset. A simple wardrobe can reduce stress. Many successful people wear similar outfits daily because it removes unnecessary decision-making. Creating a wardrobe of essential, well-fitting clothes makes getting dressed easier and saves mental energy for more important decisions. Learning to appreciate stillness is a form of simplification. Many people feel the need to constantly be busy, but slowing down and enjoying quiet moments can be deeply rewarding. Stillness allows your mind to reset, leading to greater creativity and emotional balance. Setting boundaries simplifies life. When you allow everyone access to your time and energy, you quickly become overwhelmed. Learning to say no and protecting your personal space helps maintain peace and prevents burnout. A minimalist approach to technology helps free your mind. Constant notifications, endless scrolling, and excessive screen time clutter your thoughts. Turning off unnecessary alerts and setting specific times for checking emails and social media allows for better focus and mental clarity. Letting go of unnecessary obligations creates mental freedom. Many commitments are taken out of habit or guilt rather than genuine need. Re-evaluating what truly serves your goals and happiness helps remove unnecessary stress and distractions. Practicing single-tasking instead of multitasking improves focus. When you do too many things at once, none of them receive your full attention. Completing one task at a time with full focus leads to higher quality work and a greater sense of accomplishment. Meal prepping simplifies nutrition. Deciding what to eat every day can become a mental burden. Preparing meals in advance ensures you eat healthily without the stress of daily decision-making, freeing up mental space for other priorities. Unsubscribing from unnecessary emails and notifications clears digital clutter. A full inbox and endless alerts create unnecessary distractions. Taking time to unsubscribe from unwanted messages and setting limits on screen time makes digital life more manageable. Focusing on gratitude simplifies your desires. When you are grateful for what you already have, you stop feeling the need to constantly chase more. This reduces stress, helps you appreciate the present, and brings a deeper sense of contentment. Nature offers a simple way to reset your mind. Spending time outside, whether walking in a park, sitting by the ocean, or hiking, naturally clears mental fog. The simplicity of nature helps calm the mind and restore focus. Simplifying your goals makes them more achievable. Setting too many goals at once creates pressure and leads to burnout. Prioritizing a few key goals and breaking them into small, actionable steps increases the likelihood of success without overwhelming yourself. Letting go of grudges simplifies emotional energy. Holding on to resentment and anger takes up mental space and keeps you tied to negativity. Choosing forgiveness, not for others, but for your own peace, releases emotional burdens and allows you to move forward freely. A simple morning routine sets a positive tone for the day. Starting the day with clarity rather than chaos helps you feel more in control. Avoiding distractions, practicing gratitude and setting clear intentions create a foundation for a productive and stress-free day. Reducing debt simplifies financial stress. Financial worries are one of the biggest sources of anxiety. Creating a plan to pay off debts, avoiding unnecessary spending, and living within your means help create long-term financial peace. Choosing experiences over material possessions leads to a simpler and richer life. Instead of accumulating more things, focusing on travel, learning, and meaningful moments brings more fulfillment. Experiences create memories, while possessions often become clutter. Decluttering your language simplifies communication. Overcomplicating conversations, gossiping, or complaining adds unnecessary noise to your life. Speaking with intention, clarity, and positivity improves relationships and reduces drama. At its essence, simplifying your life is about creating space for what truly matters. When you remove distractions, unnecessary stress, and mental clutter, you free your mind to focus on joy, purpose, and personal growth. A simple life is not an empty life. It is a life filled with clarity, meaning, and peace. Chapter 15. Building a Mind Detox Routine. Your mind, just like your body, needs regular detoxing. Throughout the day, you absorb countless thoughts, emotions, and distractions that can clutter your mind and drain your energy. A mind detox routine helps clear mental fog, reduce stress, and improve focus, creating space for greater clarity and well-being. Starting your day with mindfulness sets a strong foundation. Instead of immediately reaching for your phone or diving into responsibilities, take a few minutes to breathe deeply, stretch, or meditate. This practice helps calm the mind and prepares you for a focused and productive day. Journaling is a powerful way to detox your mind. Writing down your thoughts, worries, and emotions allows you to release them instead of keeping them bottled up. It also helps you reflect on patterns, set intentions, and gain insight into your mental state. Reducing negative self-talk is an essential part of mental detoxing. Pay attention to the thoughts you repeat to yourself throughout the day. Are they uplifting or limiting? Replacing self-criticism with self-compassion helps rewire your brain for positivity and confidence. A digital detox helps clear mental clutter. Too much screen time overstimulates the brain, making it harder to focus and relax. Setting boundaries, such as turning off notifications, limiting social media, and avoiding screens before bed, creates more mental space and reduces stress. Practicing deep breathing resets your nervous system. When you feel overwhelmed, pausing for a few deep breaths slows down racing thoughts and calms anxiety. Techniques like diaphragmatic breathing or box breathing can quickly shift your mental state from chaos to clarity. Letting go of unresolved emotions is a crucial part of a mind detox. Holding on to resentment, guilt, or past mistakes keeps your mind cluttered with negativity. Practicing forgiveness, both for yourself and others, frees up mental energy and allows for emotional healing. Decluttering your environment supports a mental detox. Your physical surroundings reflect your mental state. Cleaning your workspace, organizing your home, and removing unnecessary items create a sense of order and make it easier to think clearly. Engaging in creative activities refreshes the mind. Painting, writing, playing music, or even cooking can act as a mental reset. Creativity allows you to express emotions, break free from routine, and shift your focus away from stress. Setting boundaries with energy-draining people protects your mental well-being. Not everyone deserves unlimited access to your thoughts and emotions. Learning to say no and surrounding yourself with positive influences helps preserve your peace of mind. Spending time in nature is one of the most effective mind detox techniques. Walking outside, listening to natural sounds, or even sitting in a quiet outdoor space helps calm the brain and reduce stress. Nature provides a natural reset for an overwhelmed mind. Practicing gratitude shifts your mental focus. When you actively appreciate what you have instead of worrying about what's missing, your mind starts to prioritize positivity. Keeping a gratitude journal or taking a moment each day to reflect on good things helps train your brain to see the bright side. Hydrating properly supports mental clarity. Dehydration can cause fatigue, headaches, and brain fog. Drinking enough water throughout the day helps maintain energy levels and keeps your mind sharp. Reducing mental multitasking creates more focus. Trying to do too many things at once scatters your attention and increases stress. Focusing on one task at a time improves productivity and gives your mind a sense of control and calmness. Affirmations help reprogram negative thought patterns. Repeating positive statements like, "I am in control of my mind," "I am capable," or "I release stress and welcome peace," helps reinforce a healthy mental state. The words you tell yourself shape your reality. Listening to calming music or binaural beats aids in mental detox. Certain sounds and frequencies can relax the brain, enhance concentration, and promote deeper thinking. Incorporating soothing music into your routine can help clear mental stress and improve focus. Practicing self-reflection helps identify mental toxins. Taking time to ask yourself questions like, "What is draining my energy?" or "What negative patterns do I need to break?" brings awareness to areas that need attention. Awareness is the first step to change. A good night's sleep is essential for a mind detox. While you sleep, your brain processes emotions, clears out toxins, and resets for the next day. Prioritizing sleep hygiene, like limiting screen exposure before bed and maintaining a consistent schedule, ensures better cognitive function. Limiting negative information intake prevents unnecessary stress. Consuming too much news, social media drama, or gossip fills the mind with worry and fear. Being selective about what you expose yourself to helps maintain a peaceful mental environment. At its core, a mind detox is about creating habits that nourish and protect your mental well-being. By intentionally clearing negative thoughts, reducing stress, and embracing a calmer mindset, you allow yourself to function at your highest level. A clear mind leads to a clear life, filled with purpose, focus, and inner peace. Your mind, like a garden, needs regular maintenance. If you allow negativity, stress, and distractions to pile up, they take over your thoughts, just like weeds overtake a garden. A daily mind detox routine helps you clear out mental clutter and create space for clarity, focus, and peace. One of the first steps in detoxing your mind is becoming aware of your thoughts. Many people go through life on autopilot, allowing negative thoughts to shape their emotions without realizing it. Taking time to pause and observe your mental patterns is essential for shifting towards a healthier mindset. Meditation is a powerful tool for clearing mental noise. Just a few minutes of meditation each day can help reset your thoughts, improve focus, and reduce anxiety. You don't have to be an expert. Simply sitting in silence, focusing on your breath, or using guided meditations can have profound benefits. Practicing intentional silence helps detox the mind. Constantly consuming information, whether through social media, news, or conversations, overloads your brain. Taking intentional breaks from external noise allows your mind to process thoughts and find stillness. Writing down your worries is an effective way to release them. When you put your thoughts on paper, you move them from your head into a space where they feel more manageable. This helps prevent overthinking and gives your brain permission to let go of unnecessary stress. Your inner dialogue shapes your reality. If your self-talk is filled with negativity, doubt, and fear, your mind becomes a stressful place. Replacing negative self-talk with encouragement and affirmations transforms the way you experience life. Physical movement helps detox the mind. Exercise releases endorphins, which naturally reduce stress and improve mood. Even simple activities like stretching, walking, or dancing can help clear mental fog and bring a sense of renewal. Spending time alone can be a form of mental cleansing. Solitude allows you to reconnect with your thoughts, process emotions, and recharge your energy. Many people fear being alone, but in reality, solitude is where deep self-awareness and clarity are born. Letting go of mental clutter includes forgiving yourself and others. Holding on to past mistakes or grudges takes up valuable mental space. When you choose to forgive, you free yourself from unnecessary emotional weight, allowing your mind to focus on the present. Unfinished tasks create subconscious stress. When your to-do list is filled with half-completed projects, your brain feels overwhelmed. Completing small, lingering tasks or deciding to let go of unnecessary ones clears mental space for more important priorities. Your diet affects your mental clarity. Sugary foods, processed snacks, and excessive caffeine can cause mood swings and brain fog. Eating whole, nutrient-dense foods helps stabilize energy levels and supports a clearer, more focused mind. Breathwork techniques help cleanse mental stress. Breathing deeply and intentionally signals to your nervous system that it's safe to relax. Practicing slow, deep breathing throughout the day reduces tension and resets your mental state. Reducing decision fatigue is a crucial part of a mind detox. Making too many choices every day exhausts the brain and leads to stress. Simplifying decisions, such as meal planning, outfit selection, or scheduling, frees up mental energy for creativity and productivity. Your external environment reflects your internal state. If your surroundings are messy, your mind may feel chaotic as well. Taking a few minutes to clean and organize your space can bring an immediate sense of mental relief. Daily affirmations act as a mental reset button. Starting your day with positive statements like, "I am in control of my thoughts," or "I release all stress and welcome peace," helps train your brain to operate from a place of confidence and calm. Social detoxing is just as important as a mental detox. Spending too much time with toxic or draining people can cloud your mind with negativity. Setting boundaries and choosing to be around uplifting individuals preserves your mental well-being. Reducing information overload clears mental space. Reading too much news, absorbing too many opinions, or trying to process too much at once can leave your brain exhausted. Choosing to focus only on what truly matters simplifies your thoughts and reduces stress. Setting daily intentions gives your mind direction. Instead of letting your thoughts wander aimlessly, deciding what you want to focus on each day helps maintain mental clarity. Intentions act as a guide, keeping your thoughts aligned with your goals. Engaging in play and laughter resets the mind. Life doesn't always have to be serious. Taking time to laugh, play, and have fun refreshes your mental energy. Joy is a natural way to detox stress and restore balance. At the core of a mind detox is the ability to let go. Letting go of thoughts, emotions, habits, and distractions that no longer serve you creates space for clarity and peace. When you make mental cleansing a daily practice, you cultivate a mind that is lighter, freer, and more focused. Your mind absorbs everything you expose it to. Every conversation, every piece of information, and every experience leaves an imprint. A mind detox helps you filter out what doesn't serve you, allowing space for positive and productive thoughts. Simplicity is a core principle of mental detoxing. When you overcomplicate your life with too many commitments, too much information, or unnecessary stress, your mind becomes cluttered. Simplifying your schedule, your goals, and your focus leads to greater mental clarity. Taking breaks throughout the day prevents mental exhaustion. Working or thinking non-stop leads to burnout and reduced efficiency. Scheduling short breaks to stretch, breathe, or rest your eyes helps refresh your brain and maintain focus. Practicing mindfulness stops mental overdrive. When your thoughts are scattered, you lose touch with the present moment. Training yourself to focus on your breath, surroundings, or current activity brings your mind back to balance and reduces stress. Unresolved emotions create mental blockages. Suppressing emotions doesn't make them disappear. They accumulate and weigh on your subconscious. Processing emotions through journaling, therapy, or self-reflection helps release them and free your mind. Music can be a powerful tool for mental detoxing. Listening to calming, instrumental, or nature-inspired sounds helps lower stress levels and improves concentration. Choosing uplifting music instead of noise-filled distractions creates a more peaceful mental state. Practicing daily gratitude clears negative thought patterns. The more you train your brain to focus on what is good, the less mental space negativity takes up. Gratitude helps rewire your mind to operate from a place of appreciation rather than frustration. Visualization helps cleanse the mind. Imagining yourself releasing stress, negativity, or old emotional baggage creates a powerful shift in mental energy. Seeing yourself as calm, focused, and in control reinforces positive thought patterns. Self-compassion is an essential part of mental detoxing. Many people hold on to guilt, shame, or self-criticism, which creates unnecessary mental strain. Learning to treat yourself with kindness and understanding helps release these burdens and create peace. Engaging in deep conversations clears mental clutter. Speaking with people who inspire and challenge you helps you process thoughts and emotions effectively. Meaningful discussions provide clarity and new perspectives, helping you detox negative or repetitive thinking. Spending time offline strengthens mental focus. Being constantly connected to the internet bombards your mind with information, making it harder to concentrate. Setting aside time each day to disconnect from screens allows your brain to reset and regain clarity. Breathing fresh air refreshes the mind. Indoor spaces can feel confining, and stale air can contribute to sluggish thinking. Stepping outside for even a few minutes can help clear your thoughts, boost creativity, and improve overall mental well-being. Developing a consistent nighttime routine supports mental detoxing. If your mind is overloaded before bed, it's harder to get restful sleep. Unwinding with calming activities, avoiding screens, and journaling your thoughts before sleep helps the brain reset overnight. Avoiding unnecessary comparisons prevents mental distress. Constantly measuring your life against others' successes or social media highlights creates anxiety and dissatisfaction. Focusing on your own journey and progress leads to a healthier, more peaceful mindset. Reading positive and uplifting content cleanses mental negativity. Consuming inspiring books, articles, or stories fills your mind with motivation rather than stress. Choosing high-quality content strengthens your mental resilience and encourages growth. Spending time with pets or animals helps reduce mental stress. Animals provide unconditional love and presence, helping shift focus away from worries. Engaging with pets has been shown to lower cortisol levels and create a sense of calm. Letting go of unrealistic expectations removes unnecessary pressure. When you expect perfection from yourself or others, you create mental strain. Accepting that growth comes through effort and imperfection allows for a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Drinking herbal teas like chamomile, peppermint, or green tea supports mental relaxation. Certain herbs have natural calming properties that reduce stress and enhance focus. Swapping out caffeine-heavy drinks for soothing teas helps balance mental energy. Laughing is a natural mind detox. Laughter reduces stress hormones, releases endorphins, and brings a sense of joy. Watching a funny movie, sharing jokes with friends, or simply finding humor in everyday situations helps refresh the mind. At its deepest level, a mind detox is about reclaiming your mental space. Your thoughts should serve you, not control you. By consistently removing distractions, reducing stresses, and prioritizing mental well-being, you create a life that is more peaceful, purposeful, and fulfilling. Your mind is constantly processing information, even when you're unaware of it. Negative thoughts, stress, and overstimulation create mental fog, making it harder to focus and think clearly. A mind detox is essential to free up space for creativity, peace, and productivity. The first step in detoxing your mind is identifying what is draining your energy. It could be toxic relationships, excessive screen time, overcommitment, or even negative self-talk. Once you recognize these sources, you can begin eliminating or minimizing their impact on your mental health. Creating a mental cleanse hour each day allows your brain to reset. During this time, step away from digital devices, sit in silence, meditate, or engage in a calming activity like reading or walking. This practice helps your mind declutter and refocus. Letting go of grudges is a crucial part of a mind detox. Holding on to resentment keeps your thoughts locked in the past and creates unnecessary emotional weight. Choosing forgiveness allows you to free your mind and move forward with greater clarity. Daily reflection enhances mental clarity. Spending a few minutes each night reviewing your day, recognizing your achievements, and identifying areas for improvement helps you process emotions and prepare for a fresh start the next day. Negative news and social media overload your mind with stress. While staying informed is important, consuming too much negativity can create anxiety and fear. Limiting exposure to distressing content protects your mental peace and helps you focus on what truly matters. Physical exercise is one of the best ways to clear mental clutter. Movement increases blood flow to the brain, releases endorphins, and reduces stress hormones. Whether it's yoga, running, or strength training, regular exercise keeps your mind sharp and balanced. Setting clear priorities reduces mental overwhelm. When you try to do everything at once, your mind becomes scattered, leading to frustration. Focusing on a few key goals at a time allows you to make steady progress without feeling mentally drained. Creating a brain dump habit helps eliminate unnecessary worries. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, write down everything that's on your mind. This process clears your thoughts and helps you organize your priorities more effectively. Surrounding yourself with uplifting people enhances mental clarity. Your environment influences your mindset, and being around positive, growth-oriented individuals can inspire you to adopt a healthier mental outlook. Your subconscious mind absorbs your thoughts, whether they're intentional or not. Repeating positive affirmations daily helps program your brain for success, confidence, and peace. The more you practice affirming your potential, the more naturally it becomes part of your belief system. Silence is a powerful mental detox tool. Most people fill every moment with noise, music, conversations, social media, or television. Taking time to sit in silence allows your brain to process thoughts, find solutions, and regain clarity. Decluttering your digital space is just as important as decluttering your physical environment. Organizing files, deleting unused apps, and unsubscribing from unnecessary emails help create a cleaner, distraction-free digital world. Practicing slow living allows you to detox from constant busyness. Rushing through life leads to chronic stress, while slowing down and savoring each moment brings peace and mindfulness. Making space for relaxation improves mental clarity. Being intentional about your thoughts prevents mental clutter. Every thought you entertain shapes your mindset. Consciously choosing to focus on empowering, constructive thoughts helps prevent your mind from being consumed by negativity. Reducing caffeine and sugar intake helps maintain mental balance. While caffeine provides short-term energy, excessive consumption can lead to anxiety, restlessness, and poor sleep. Replacing it with herbal teas or water helps regulate mood and focus. Engaging in meaningful activities refreshes the mind. Hobbies like painting, writing, playing an instrument, or gardening provide an outlet for self-expression and relaxation. These activities help break repetitive thought patterns and introduce joy into your routine. Breathing exercises help regulate emotions. When stress builds up, shallow breathing can make you feel more anxious. Deep, intentional breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, calming the mind and body. Being mindful of what you consume mentally protects your energy. Just as you choose healthy food for your body, you should choose healthy information for your mind. Limiting negativity and consuming inspiring educational content supports mental wellness. At its core, a mind detox is about taking control of your mental environment. By being mindful of what you allow into your thoughts, setting boundaries, and practicing intentional relaxation, you can create a mind that is clear, calm, and focused. A healthy mind leads to a healthy life. Your mind is the foundation of everything you do. Your thoughts shape your reality, your emotions influence your actions, and your mindset determines your success. By detoxing your mind, you are not just clearing out negativity, you are creating space for clarity, peace, and growth. As you move forward, remember that mental detox is not a one-time event. It's a lifelong practice. Stay mindful of what you consume, who you surround yourself with, and how you speak to yourself. Protect your peace, set boundaries, and feed your mind with positive, empowering thoughts. You now have the tools to release stress, let go of limiting beliefs, and create a mindset that fuels success. The next step is yours. Apply what you've learned, stay committed to your growth, and watch your life transform. Your mind is powerful. Keep it clear, keep it strong, keep it focused.